The full fruit on ice right behind where it is. It's like, I'm not fucking picky.
Yeah.
So
they've never seen a knife before.
Oh no. That might be true. Yeah, they may have never seen a knife before.
Yeah.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Okay. So, this is Slay the Spire. So, it's part of it. You know, it's based off of the video game. Very popular, very fun to play. Same company who made the video game made the board game. This is an adaptation of it. So, just got it from the Kickstarter. So, looked pretty fun. So, if you're unfamiliar with it, this is a deck builder game. So what happens is you start off with a deck of cards. You're gonna have a bunch of basic cards in there. So each deck is gonna be slightly different because each character is slightly different. You have your own deck of cards that you purchase cards from. So you basically have a bunch of basic defend cards, a bunch of basic strike cards, and a couple cards that are based off of your character. This is basically played like Magic or a lot of other card games where it's like you have energy that you start off each turn with, and you use that to play cards based off the energy costs up in the top left corner. So you get 3 energy at the start of each turn. If you don't use up your energy each turn, it actually gets added to it. So if you only use 2 energy and you go down to 1, you could go up to 4 the next turn. There are also cards eventually which you could use to play that will get you energy or items and whatnot. So that's kind of how you're able to get ability to play more cards. So what will happen is that you go through the board. When you see these tokens, that basically means it's an enemy encounter. Events, campfire is you could rest, merchant, and these are like mini bosses. And eventually you get up to the big boss at the very end. So how the game works is you basically play through rounds. Each character has a row that they are basically dealing with enemies. You're able to fight any enemy on any row, but the enemies will target the character they're adjacent to. So my row here, the enemies will target me, but I could fight anything on anybody. So since it's a co-op game, if one person dies, we will lose. So what will end up happening is you play cards like these, and they will do damage. So each basic strike card will cost 1, and it does 1 damage. Defend does a similar thing, except it adds your block value. So you play that, it gets 1 to your block value, and you add it up. When enemies counterattack on you, it dings the block damage first until eventually, if it goes down to 0, then you start taking actual damage on your health. That's basically the basics of the game. What will end up happening is as you go through and progress, you get extra cards, which you could add to your deck, and then you could also upgrade cards by taking a card, flipping it over, and then it's a different one on the back of it. So it's actually, a better version of it. So for instance, your basic strike card, it's a 1 energy for 1 damage. If you were to upgrade it, it's 1 energy for 2 damage. So it's just a better version.
So did the game come with these sleeves?
Yes.
Nice.
It's part of the actual game.
Yeah, now that I saw the mechanic of it.
Exactly. So that's the thing. So it's like all the cards could do that. There is a book in here which has all the upgraded versions of every card for every character. So if you need to, if you're interested in what one of your cards does when it comes to upgrading, you don't need to keep flipping every single card to make a choice on there. Okay. So, and then what will happen is, like I said, once you beat your enemies, you're able to get money, which then you spend on buying extra cards or buying relics or potions and the like. So, everybody starts off with the deck, and the other stack of cards that I told you we'll deal with later, that's basically the cards that are available for you to purchase that are unique to your character. So there's basically 2 stacks. One is for rares, which is the gold ones, and then the other one is for common and uncommons, which there's basically 2 copies of each common card, which are gray on the top, and 1 copy of each uncommon, which is blue. So I kind of gave them all a quick shuffle, and then what will end up happening is, like I said, you'll get those as rewards, and you do get a choice at the start of the game. So First things first is everybody gets one of these starting cards, which tells you what kind of starting bonuses you get. So, they all start off the same, where you basically get $3, and then you get a choice of card. So everybody will get $3.
I can show this, right?
Yep, everybody. It's again.
Oh, I like this. Look, meows, blessing. Look at
Yes,
this.
it's a three-eyed whale.
Oh, you got him too.
Yes. So
we all got him.
Exactly. So it's basically at the start of each thing, he's sort of like, I don't know, like a gatekeeper or friendly person. It's like there's a very, very loose story to this, but you're basically just trying to advance through the Spire through different acts, and it is one of these things where you could play it, and it's like a campaign thing where it's like they say each act takes about 30 minutes. It takes like 60 to 90 minutes. And then there's 3 of them with a potential 4th eventually.
Okay.
So, but it's like the game was essentially like a roguelike game where it's like you go until you died or until you got to the end.
Kind of like that one game I played that was on the Jingle Jam, remember?
Yeah.
So,
I like that game.
So then what happens is that, we all get $3 and then you gain a card. When it says to gain a card, you pull the top 3 cards of your deck, you flip them over, and you pick one, and then the rest get put on the bottom of the deck.
So these are set aside.
Oh, do I need to shuffle these? Because I drew.
They shouldn't. Yeah.
I should shuffle. I drew 3 of this exact same.
Oh, that's
card.
that's your actual deck. So that one, there's not too many options. So yeah, the fat stack, not the rare stack. So, that's because of lack of table space.
That's okay.
Already shuffled.
Yes. So
these are the rare cards. I'm assuming. Yes. I'm gonna put this over here.
Yeah, you can kind of set the rare ones to the side if you have table space for them. But I just kind of set it on top. So like I said, you pick up 3, and then you pick which one you would want to use. I'll tell you what the different icons are on there. So in the case of this, where you see a dice, at the start of each combat round, you'll roll a dice, and this will determine what the enemies do, and also determine what effects happen. So you would roll this, and it would be like, okay, if this, since 2 is on the board, if I were to play this one, it gives me the top option versus the bottom option.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing for relics. If you see this icon, which is like a little explosion thing, that means it's an area of effect thing, and it'll affect all the row. So what this will do is it'll do 1 damage to everything in the row.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll take this one. And then, so again, the other 2 cards will just go to the bottom of your deck.
So like this. This is when you play it, it stays out, or
so what'll happen is all the cards will work, throughout the turn. There are 3 types of cards. I should have mentioned that. There are attacks, skills, and power. Powers are you play it and it stays in play until the end of the battle. The rest of them are one and dones. Attacks will always do damage. Skills will usually give you block, but they might give you some other effect to it. So what will happen is you play it, and then it does its thing, and then it gets discarded.
Okay. What does evoking an orb mean? Because I start one.
Yes. So in your case, you have 2 different. Your mechanics is that you have 3 different kinds of orbs that you could channel and evoke. When you channel it, you add an orb to your slot into one of the spots on there. So you can only have 3. If any time you get more than that, you have to evoke one.
Okay, what is
evoking? Is that you discard it to do an ability. But what'll end up... So you can see the things on the bottom when each card
is right here.
So what'll happen is if you leave it on there, it'll do something. But you can, like a smaller effect, but you can evoke it to do a bigger effect, but it burns it. So if you keep it on there, so like each turn... That lightning orb will do 1 damage to one enemy of your choice.
Okay.
That's a free thing that'll happen regardless. You can evoke it, and it'll do,
Okay, that dictates what card I keep. So that's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
And then these get discarded.
The rest will go to the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
It's not secret, is it? It's co-op.
No.
It's co-op. No. It's this. It's the evoke one. The recursion.
Yeah, so it's one of the things we could talk about.
Can I add this to my deck?
Yes.
And then we shuffle.
So you're gonna end up shuffling the deck, but don't worry about it too much right now, because then you might get another card.
Okay.
On this second part.
The hell is exhausting a card?
Exhausting means it's removed from your deck for that game. Well, for that draw. So what'll happen is if it's exhaust, you play it once, and then it doesn't get shuffled back into your deck. So the idea is that these cards, once you're done and you can't draw anymore, you take your discard pile, you reshuffle, and it becomes your draw deck again.
But that one you can't do that.
That one does not. Once you use it once, it's out. So it usually means that it's like very good is the thing. So what that means is anytime that you play a card that causes an exhaust option on there, it will it gives you an extra block when you have that in play. So that's one of those power ones I talked about where it'll stay in play. Yeah, it's not good right now, but later on it might be better. So
okay, I have the option of gaining a rare card at random.
Is this one a rare card though?
No, it's a foil because what happened is the Kickstarters, they basically had it like, a foil pack where it's like people voted on their favorite cards, and the top ones they got a foil version of them, so they just look cool.
It's green.
Yeah.
So then we get one of our choices below after doing that, right?
So yeah, so what that means, you can either, like in my case, I could gain 3 potions, or I could gain another card, or I could gain a heroic and lose the $3.
Mine says add a random rare card to your deck. I would like to do that.
Okay,
because
so
that
what
sounds
you do
awesome.
is you shuffle that entire thing up.
Is this a curse?
Those are poison counters.
Okay.
Curses are basically like dead cards. So you know how like in most games where it's like it's a card that does nothing, it just takes a spot in your hand.
Yeah.
Should I just let someone?
That's what a curse is.
Should I just let Meeps draw a card for me?
So yeah, you could gain 5 additional gold and an extra card, but then you get a curse, and you could pay money later on to get it removed.
I'm gonna choose this card now.
Yes. Yeah.
So this goes this card.
Both of those go down at the bottom of the deck.
So I got Electrodynamics. Lightning deals damage to any row instead of a single target. When played, channel 2 lightning.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Like, especially from at the beginning. So that's pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do another gain a card for me.
What are you going to do for your options below? You get.
I'm going to do the money and card.
So
okay, and then you gain
these
a
are
curse.
permanently our cards, and just so to use them, you gotta like
put them in a discard pile, and then when you empty your whole deck, you reshuffle everything.
So upgrading 2 random cards wouldn't be good.
That can be good actually, because that means outright you're already doing
is your basic
more.
cards almost never go away.
Yeah.
So
there's not much reason why you would ever lose a basic card from the way he described it.
And then
what Retain does is that it stays in your hand until it's discarded normally. Your character's probably not going to worry too much about that because your character does have a discard kind of theme to it. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. So it's not a bad choice.
Being good on Uncle Sean's lap, yeah.
So
She's sleepy.
Oh, she had a big day. We had to run all our errands today.
You know what? I'm going to take that.
What is the Meeps is wondering about the benefit of the potions.
Potions are one-shot, bonuses. So what'll happen is like there might be something like this: attack potion. Your next attack this turn gets played twice. You store them up. You can hold up the 3 top max, and then you can use them. So it's like some of them will do things like weak potion will give 2 enemies weakness. Skill potion. Again, same thing as an attack potion. Next skill displayed twice. Deal 4 damage. Heal HP. So it's basically, one-shot benefits that you can keep with you. They're pretty useful, especially considering this game it can be kind of punishing. I'm not sure how the board game works on this, but like you don't recover HP at the end of each battle except your character does. But most of us, it's like, yeah.
How often is Meow's Blessing? Is it just
It's once. So you get it once at the beginning, and then you don't see that. It's basically meant to give you a little bit of like an asymmetric play at the start of it.
You hand me 5 gold when you get them out.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade 2 random cards and lose 2 HP.
So then what you do is you shuffle your deck of cards.
Not including Merwin? Or
you include the new one, yeah. So, because you get that first.
Upgrade? Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So what you do is you shuffle it up, just kind of like, randomize it a bit. And then you'll pick 2 of them out of there. And then what will happen is then it's like you basically, like I said, you take the card out of the sleeve, you flip it over, and you put it back in the sleeve. And each card obviously can only be upgraded once. So, it's like you don't have to worry about it. But upgrading is always a benefit. It's not like one of these things where like it might give you like, oh, well, it's slightly better attack, but then it costs more. No, it's always like you either make the card cheaper, increase the effect, or add effects to it. Right. So it's always a better option.
Nick, choose 2.
Okay.
Damn, my 2 defense.
Well, hey, at
That's
least
not
your defense
bad.
is better.
Yeah.
You're harder to kill.
You
Yeah.
were supposed to choose the cool one.
I'm sorry. I didn't
So yeah,
know
now what happens is those defends now, like, for the same price, they give you...
Ooh, to any player.
Yeah, it's
I'm now
2
paladin.
defense, and now it's to any player instead of
Yeah.
just yourself.
You are now the paladin.
So... Okay.
Tally
So then take the Neo's blessings once everybody's finished their
Oh, okay.
things.
Oh, you got mine? Okay.
Yes. Alright. So now, first things first is we go into an encounter, because that is the first. So, everybody. So, what'll happen is, if it says this little green thing on there, it adds extra enemies to it, so it's like a little summon bit. So, Green Louse and Sean, or
Acid
no,
slime.
Meatplace gets an acid slime. So, I'll go. So they say that this part can be done simultaneously, but I figure we'll do a turn or 2 of it, just turn by turn.
Yeah, that way it's easier.
I'll do the first one. So what happens is the first thing you do is you give yourself 3 energy.
Mm-hmm.
You draw 5 cards from the top of your deck.
Oh. So.
You shuffle your deck up. You draw 5 cards. Get the rule book just to kind of make sure that I'm doing this correctly.
So I should be at 3 energy or 6 energy?
3 energy, because you start off with that. So in your case, you draw 7 cards, because at the start of combat, you draw 2 extra cards.
Okay.
You only do that on the very first turn. And then also, if you have any block left over, it would go down to 0. So leftover block doesn't stick around.
Shuffler.
There's also no maximum hand size, so you draw 5 cards, but you have to basically empty your, discard your cards at the end. You discard your cards at the end of your turn, unless it says retain on it. So, once everybody draws 5 cards,
okay.
Yep, and then we do a roll. So I mentioned this to Sean, but I wasn't sure if you guys heard it. What this dice does is that this will determine what enemy attacks occur, as well as what certain cards occur, or relics. So if you happen to have a card or anything that has a dice option on there, so like if you happen to see a relic like this one, anytime a 2 is rolled at the start of the turn, this relic would key off and you'd gain 2 energy. But that will determine what happens for all the enemies. So, 1 dice affects everybody equally. So, it's the same roll for the enemies as well as the relics. So that means that all the things will be doing that bottom row worth of damage or whatnot to you. So, in this case, at the start of combat, I gain 1 of these tokens. This token, I can discard it to gain an energy. My character's ability is I've got basically 3 different stances I could go into. Neutral stance, which just does nothing. Calm stance, which does nothing but when you leave calm stance, I get 2 energy. Wrath stance, which adds 1 damage to all my attacks, but then I lose an HP if I'm still in Wrath stance at the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what I've got in my hand. So I've got 2 defends, a strike, a card that'll enter into Wrath, a strike that also does Scry 2, which lets me look at the top 2 cards of my deck, rearrange them in any order. I think I could maybe put stuff, might be able to discard them.
I have the ability to.
I could discard any number of them, yeah. And put the remaining cards at the top of your deck.
What do these mean on the side?
That's the health of the enemy. So each enemy starts off with a cube at the yellow number. That tells you how much HP they've got. So if there is no number or anything like that, this is what the effect is. The fist, the bulging muscle thing, means that they get a strength token on them, which means that they will get, basically, each strength token adds a damage to the attack.
These defeating rewards?
Yes, those are rewards for when you kill it. So when you win, you get the rewards for what's in your row only. Mm-hmm. So you get those rewards, even if you happen to kill something that is on me plus's row, you'll still only get the rewards on yours.
Okay.
So, First things first, I'm going to go ahead and use this. So this costs 1 energy. It does 1 damage, which I'm going to use on this guy because he's going to do 2 damage to me, and this one's going to do 1 damage to me. So, but the thing is, though, is that as soon as it does damage, they have a curl up ability. First time Larva takes damage, it gets 2 block. So I'm not going to be able to do extra damage to it unless I could get rid of that block. So you go from the card top down. So I do the 1 damage. I scry 2, so I look at the top 2 cards. Defend and the strike. So I could take one of the... well, I could basically leave these both on the top of my deck, discard them both, or whatever I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of both of them and just basically discard them. And then what will happen is I draw the top card because I draw a card, which is Vigilance. That's actually what I was kind of hoping to get. So that's used. It's now discarded. What I do now is I'll go ahead and use 2 energy to use Vigilance. Gives me 2 block, and I enter the calm stance. So right now, if I were to end my turn, I would end up taking 1 damage, 2 damage, for a total of 3. I only have 2 blocks, so I'll actually be taking damage. So I don't want to do that, since I have this thing at the start, which a token that I gained. I'll discard that, gain an energy, and I'll play an extra defend to give me it. And then I'm out of energy, can't play any more cards, so that's the end of my turn. And then now it'll go to whoever wants to go next.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Alright, so I've got 2 defense, 2 strikes, but I only have 3 energy, so I can only put 3 of these, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll go with the 2 defense and 1 strike for my play.
Okay.
Does he get more cards?
That takes my...
He does, because
Yeah,
his character's ability is at the start of combat, which is his first round, he gets 2 cards extra.
We only have 5.
It's 3 plus...
It's 5, so you get 5, then you get 2 extra, so you should draw 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. So that might change things if you're...
defending strikes.
Not really. So.
I don't want to not do damage, so...
Okay.
Are you close to
so
ability?
the block 2 defense brings it up to 2. This comes down to 0.
And you do 1 damage. Okay. And then the rest of the cards get discarded except for the curse, which is retained.
Okay, so this is the same pile?
Yes.
All right.
All the same discard.
Alright.
Alright. Who wants to take their turn next?
Oh, and do I do it's
We'll do that
after
once everybody's done.
What
their
would be
turn.
better, to hit multiple targets for good damage, or to put pressure on one?
Well, right now you only have 1 character that you're
It doesn't
fighting.
look like it does a lot of damage either.
He will get stronger each turn, though. So what that does is it basically gives him an extra strength each turn.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Which does an extra damage. So he'll
Here's
do
what I'm thinking.
1 damage this turn, 2 next turn, 3.
Meaning
4,
I should
5.
burn my first turn to help out Ever, because she can give me defense against him later.
If she gets
the cards. So I'm gonna
But
play.
the thing is, you might want to just I would say focus on your own fight on this one for now. So.
Well, I don't have a lot of single target, so I figure I may as well just do it. I'm gonna burn 2 energy to use lightning. Deals damage to any row. Lightning deals damage to any row instead of a single target.
So what that means is that at the end of your turn,
2 lightning, right?
Yeah. So that what that does is that basically means that so it stays out in play, and
how long? Just till the end of the turn, right?
No, permanently.
Oh,
powers will stay out. Yeah. No, that's a good play right there, especially at the beginning. So what will end up happening is you basically choose a row, and it will do damage to that row.
I got this where I can evoke 1 orb twice.
Okay, that's also good.
I'll use this.
Yep.
Right, and I'm evoking it twice.
So go to what does the evoke thing say for that?
Deal 2 damage, and then
so
I can do it to a row.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out. and I'm going to do this twice.
Yes.
So I guess could I kill that row and maybe work on that row?
Well, if you were to do 2 on this one, it would basically.
Well, he's got shields, right?
Well, what would happen if it would knock the shield off of here, do 2 damage to him, and then he would curl up and get shield. So you could do 1 on that, and that would help.
Yeah.
And then you could do 1 over here.
That's what I was gonna do.
And
that way it's easier for everybody there.
2 damage.
And then that I think is, and then end of turn. Is that the end of the whole turn or end of my turn?
End of your turn.
So now I deal 1 damage with my lightning, but all lightning deals damage.
Yes.
So,
So what you do is you choose 2
rows.
Yeah, and it does 1 damage each.
So why not? Well, for that for sure, because that'll kill something.
Yep.
Right.
So we'll just go ahead and flip this one over for now.
And then that removes that, right?
Yep, and then that also does 1 damage.
And then
I would say do it to your own row.
it won't help there.
You're gonna do 1 damage, which won't kill it, and then also you're gonna basically just knock a shield off.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it to my own row.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is discarded.
Yep.
The
lightning stay out.
No, that stays out. But
no, your 2 lightning orbs stayed out too because you didn't evoke them.
But it says at the end of turn. Oh, is it just
that? Just means they stay out.
Oh.
So yeah, they stay there until you evoke them, and then they get discarded.
Oh, and then do I redraw back up, or do we wait till the?
Wait till the start of the next turn.
Okay, in case somebody gives me an ability to have a turn.
Potentially, but there's also some time where the enemy might add cards to your hand that are bad.
Okay.
What's the broken heart thingy?
That's vulnerable. So what happens is if an enemy gets that means any damage done to him for the remainder of that turn, well, actually for just the next attack, is double. So when you hit them with that, it'll put that on them, and then the next attack will do twice as much damage, and then you remove it. So right now, all you really need to do is just to do 2 damage to him, and then you won't have to worry about actually taking damage. So what you could do is any 2 attacks would kill it, or you could use that one. Yeah, I mean it's gonna die before the vulnerable kicks in. So
after my turn, do I keep the cards that I didn't?
No, all cards will get discarded at the end of your turn unless it says retain on it. Very few do.
Okay. And this is the energy usage?
Yes. Yeah, I would say play 2 of your attacks and you'd be able to kill your acid slime.
Right.
And then that way you don't have to worry about
Nick's
it trying to attack you.
gonna be in trouble?
I'm only gonna take 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, Sean or Nick, either of them will be taking some damage.
Sean probably more than me.
No, Sean's got 2. He'll only take 1, you'll only take 1.
Oh, okay.
So it's about the same. It's whoever, you want to help.
Okay, I will use 2 of these.
Okay, so it does 2 damage and kills the acid slime.
He uses 2
What
energy.
do I do with this?
So it goes to discard pile.
That's not going to be this thing?
No. You want to put it up here? It's okay.
And then 1 more energy to give Nick 2 shields.
So add 2 to your block.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
And then
the rest go discarded. Okay. So now that that's done,
we don't hold on to any leftover cards?
No, all your cards are discarded.
Darn. Had a good card. It's alright.
Yep, discard all your cards.
Okay.
So next thing you do is the enemy turn. So actually, yeah, end of turn abilities. You do those, then discard all cards in your hand in any order.
How
do I heal 1
acquire
HP
these
now,
tokens?
or is that
You get cards that will
end of
add them
combat?
to it.
So that's after all
yeah,
of
So
it?
I don't have any now. I don't have to worry about.
No. So what'll happen? Those are basically like free attacks you can use at any time. So like my ability here, which I was able to discard 1 to get an energy, it's the same thing as you, except you can discard 1 to do 1 damage as a free attack. So
this one's required.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
if
here
you use
is
poison.
it discard?
Yeah. So the idea is if you poison things,
keep me spaced
like
out.
the enemy will just keep
So
taking
you know
damage.
that this is discard. Okay.
Alright, so then now what happens is we go down the lines and they do damage. So this one, since it's a 5, does 1 damage, knocks a block off. This one, 5, 2 damage, knocks 2 block off. I'm out of block, but no more damage goes through. So we're done here. Nick, he does 1 damage to you, and then he gets a strengthen token.
Okay, so I still have block.
Yeah.
Does block reset between turns?
It goes to 0 at the start of your turn.
Okay.
And then Sean, you would take 3 damage, so it knocks
1,
2 block, and then you
2,
take a damage.
3.
All right. So, and then that's the enemy's turn. So at the start of our turn, reset, set energy. Okay, so this is slightly different from the video game. So it says to set energy to 3, meaning that energy is not retained in between rounds, or you go up to 3 regardless. So yeah, that's like the video game. That was something you could do, is you could save energy if you needed to, and then block goes to 0 if you don't have any, if you have any left over. So then you draw 5 cards.
Up to 5 or draw 5?
Draw 5.
Okay.
That's
You
also
draw
something
7.
that's actually
That's just at the start of combat.
Oh.
yeah.
I see.
That's also something that's actually slightly different from the video game. Whereas the video game was you always drew up to 5, so like retaining that curse would have been bad.
Does the does it scale for different numbers of players?
No.
So
You basically deal
So
with
there's
the
only
same
2
number of
left
enemies
afterwards?
essentially.
all right.
Huh?
So there's
It's-
only 2
you
left
still
afterwards.
always
And then
deal
you'll
with
draw
your
those
row.
2, reshuffle your
So enemies
discard deck,
and
and then grab
rows
the
with
rest.
no players
Okay.
just don't do any damage to you.
Well, no. So what means is that you only have 1 character. You only draw for 1 row.
Okay.
So what'll happen is like anytime you go to an encounter on there, every character you draw an encounter card for each character.
Okay.
And if there are no characters, you don't draw encounter cards
Okay.
for that. There is like some added thing they do for solo, because they said it's like, since it is meant to be a co-op game, playing it solo is a little bit harder, so they give you a little bit of a buff, but it's not like too difficult because.
No.
So what happens is again. So I've got 4 cards in my new deck, so I draw 4, and to draw the 5th one, I have to reshuffle my discard pile, and that becomes my new deck, and then I draw card number 5.
So this one, deadly poison.
You play that, and then it adds a poison token to anything, and then each turn it'll do 1 damage
Delectable
at the end of
tea
your
or
turn.
deadly poison.
Oh, okay. So that goes on to enemies,
Yes.
not to myself.
Exactly. So
Okay.
you're poisoning enemies, not yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one meme where it's
Yes.
like, I have poisonous
Yes.
It's a
So-
double-edged poison dagger.
And then then we roll the dice, which is a 2 this time. So it means enemies will do different things. So once again, I'll take the first turn on it.
Well, I think I had an
so-
idea though if I went first, because
mean,
I have that.
Oh, and then these
going.
are gone.
That
I
way,
mean, it's like
so the
it really
block
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
carry over. That sucks.
no, the block doesn't carry
Okay.
over. So is it okay if I give it a shot?
I mean, if you want, but I mean, it's like
Since I have the benefit of rows, but I was using energy. I see. What I got is I got attack, defend, 3 attacks, single, but I have a channel 1 lightning, and I can then at the
Does
end of
that
my
say at the end of turn or
end of turn.
okay? So that's actually the end of all of our turns.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, I guess, at
Yeah.
that
Okay,
point.
so the neutralize. That
So that's weakness is the thing. So what that does is it does 1 damage to an enemy, and then it does weakness, which weakness I think it deals 1 less damage.
It allows lost its block too.
When a player with
Also
one or
lost its
more
block?
weakness tokens,
Yeah.
tokens attacks, each attack in that enemy deals -1 damage, then the token's removed.
okay, so it's
So-
a one-time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put it on the enemy, he'll do his attack, and then basically, like, if it has multiple hits, each one will be 1 less,
Right.
and then it gets removed. That could stack up to 3 times, so, and then only 1 token is removed each time.
And it's the token is removed
After the enemy attacks.
once it attacks. So since you rolled a 2, it's not attacking
No.
this turn. So it would stay on.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is what I drew. So, I've got this card, which is just lucky, so it costs nothing, which is the reason why I took it. So since I rolled a 2, it has this ability where it does 1 damage, which I'm just going to use that to kill this guy. So it's over, and then it's scry 1. So I look at the top card, and I'll keep that on there, because I like that card.
I think so.
And then, so, the rest of it is I've got
No, he fixed it.
so he's only got 2 HP left. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 energy to play those 2 and kill it. So again, this thing only does the first time he takes damage, so he doesn't get that extra ability. So I could play a defend card, but it doesn't really do anything because nothing's going to be attacking me this turn. And unlike your upgraded ones, I can't play it to other players, so I'll just discard those.
Alright, so the neutralize does not cost energy, so
Right.
it does a damage and adds a neutralize.
And a weaken, yes.
Or, yeah,
so,
weakness.
1 damage and weakened.
While you're rooting around in there, it gets a poison.
Alright.
And 2 strikes.
2.
Wait, you...
Yeah, so this. Oh, go ahead.
Is it not still your turn?
No,
He's done.
I used
think.
all my energy.
It's whirlwind. Is this as much energy as I want to spend on it?
Yes. So what you could do is you could spend 3 energy on it.
Yeah.
And what that does is it deals 1 damage to a row for each hit.
So I'll use 3 damage on the cultist.
Okay. So that would do to there. And so, like I said, that if there was multiple enemies in there, it would do damage to each of the enemies. So, and then the rest of the cards get discarded.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yes.
So this
I'm gonna channel 1 lightning.
curse isn't really affecting anything but the initial draw.
Seems like it, yeah.
And then I'm gonna strike twice.
But there
most
might
of
be
my
something
energy.
where enemies might do something by adding cards to your hand as
So
well.
I strike twice,
Okay.
and then I'm the last one to go. So then I do this.
Yes.
Right. So then I do 3 more damage to him.
And it takes him out. Right. Okay, so now enemy action. So his block would normally be removed at this point. So he gets 2 block, and then he gets a strengthen. So again, what the strengthen means is that if he attacked, it would do
Twice the damage, or 1 more.
I can't remember. Let me double check that.
Does that
That would be
nullify the
insane
other
because it
thing?
stacks.
Plus 1 damage for each hit.
Yeah.
So vulnerable, which is the broken heart, means that they take twice the damage.
Oh, okay.
And that does stack with strengthen. So if you hit something, if you have an attack that does 1 and you're strengthened, it does 2. If you hit an enemy vulnerable, it do 4 damage. So it counts all damage before it hits that. Okay.
So it's the end of turn. It loses an HP.
Yes, and that does not get affected by block because it's a loss of HP, not damage. So now what happens is we go ahead and we take our turns again. So we have to kill that thing for Sean, but the annoying thing has defense. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll be able to kill it. Easy. So what I've got is this. Yeah, not really. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm gonna go ahead and use eruption. So does 2 damage, which kills the block. Then I enter wrath state, which gives me plus 1 damage to each of my attacks. Since I got out of Calm's stance, it gives me plus 2 to my
4,
energy.
5.
So this is now removed.
Are you itchy?
So then what happens is I'll play Cut Through Fate for 1 energy. Does 2 damage to him. Scry 2 and draw a card, which... Yeah, sure, I'll put that in the discard and then I'll draw the
Anybody want
strike.
some defense?
And then I would be able to play 2 strikes for 4 damage.
Okay.
Kill him. So that was the first easy encounter. So now what happens is these summon ones go back to the, here. We'll flip
You don't
these
get
over.
rewards for those?
Yes, no, they don't have rewards on them.
Oh.
It's all on the
Little
base
skull
card.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So because the idea is these are just all part
I
of the
see. Okay.
that encounter card.
Right.
So I get 1 gold and I get to draw 3 from the deck and pick a card. Now you could choose to not take the card if you don't want to.
Oh, because you might get something that's just
Might
taking
something-
up more space. In your
Yeah,
deck.
towards the end, it's like you might be diluting your deck and you don't like it, so...
Oh, you're bullying her.
I can't get my knees any closer together because of the table leg.
God, this is actually a hard choice. Because I like this card. I already have one, though. This one is
Wait,
pretty
you won't let me
powerful,
get-
but this one will help me in
You're
case I
ready.
go into Wrath stance, which I'm
You
going to
want Mommy's
take.
nap?
So that way I don't take damage at the end of it.
Fuck.
So, that's the end of mine. Then, Nick, you get 1 gold, and you also get 1 card from your deck. So,
Ooh.
draw 3.
Just from the top.
Yep, draw 3 from the top, and you get to pick 1.
What is that?
Block.
Block.
What is block?
That's just,
That's your
this.
blue row. On
Yeah,
your-
this
It
is the
needs
thing that
to be
shields
back.
damage.
Oh, it's. Oh.
Wait, let me
No,
check
that's
what
not a
that-
shield.
Oh, that's energy.
And
So
it-
if you play when you play that,
Do we put these
cost
back
2
in?
and you get an extra energy at the start
I
of your
assume
turn.
so.
That's pretty good.
I
I would
shuffled
take
mine.
that.
And that's like a leave out card?
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
actually
you
what
play
I'm
it
supposed to
once
do.
and it stays out.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
would keep
totally
that.
taking that.
Like the other 2 cards, it almost not even worth it. Like that right there is going to be a powerful.
And put these
one.
at the bottom.
Yes. Then Annalise, you get 1
That's-
gold.
That's me.
Or Sean, you get 1 gold. You get a potion.
And
Wait, let me check to see. I can't remember if you get to choose the potion or if it's drawn straight up.
Oh,
And then you
potion
get a
seller.
card, so you could go ahead and be doing that.
I require strong.
Okay,
Draw.
just draw a card from the potion deck. So you get a block potion, which is basically like Annalise's,
3.
enhanced block, where you can give any player 2
Okay.
shield. So again, it's pretty useful because you can hold on to that, and if somebody's about to die, you could use that to save them. And Annalise, you also get a potion, which that gives you 2 energy. But that's pretty good at a one-time use. And you also get to pick a card. So look through the top 3 cards of your of this deck, and you get to pick 1 to add.
Oh, what's up with that one?
Hmm?
The one you just took off there.
No, that was I think part of your deck because it was up at the top of there.
No.
Yeah. Or what's up?
I don't remember
That's
that
weird.
card.
Alright, I'll just put it back in there. Not sure where that came from. So. Oh, and then yeah, take your power card and put it back into your deck.
So
I did.
heal
I
one.
shuffled.
This one
Hold up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's just only for the
for that
combat.
So-
that combat.
Does
heal 1
Chris
HP?
get shuffled back in?
You get 1 HP. Yes.
And do I put this shit back in here?
Yes. All your like your entire deck that you
Okay.
used last turn, you put it back. So this is where your
then I
exhausted
choose
cards
one of
would come
these.
back to. So you could basically like each combat, you could only use an exhausted card once, and then that's it.
What about my energies?
Your channeled orbs, all that goes away.
Okay.
So
Well, I get one at
it
the start of
basically-
combat
right,
anyway, so I'll just
right,
do that.
exactly. You can leave that one there. Basically, it resets your entire game state with the exception of your HP. That
Okay.
stays. If you took any damage, it stays damaged.
Okay.
So
And skills aren't permanent, but power is.
skills are one-time use. Yeah, powers stay in play.
Until the end of the combat.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, demon form. Yeah, that's nice. Oh wait, I think. Hold on, that shouldn't have been a rare card. Wait, I think we got it mixed up. Oops. Yeah, sorry. You weren't supposed to draw from that deck. So I think.
That's the rare card deck.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Yeah.
Damn
So
you,
draw.
Scuba Steve.
Yeah. Here, we'll set that aside.
Damn you.
Put it face up. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Because yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're kind of limited on table space, but that should be a separate deck. So yeah.
Fuck off.
He's like, these are all shit.
Aw.
Well, they're not as good, but yeah.
You can see me feel like, these are all shit.
I was like, oh wow, this one's cool.
Okay, and then what happens is we would basically at this point kind of vote and choose where we want to go. So question marks are events. They may be good, they may be bad, but usually involve some kind of choice in the thing where you get bonuses.
Where are these from?
Cloud strikes.
It's a polywog.
Oh, so what that does is you get one of these in your deck. So it's a card you draw. It's unplayable. What ethereal means is that it gets removed out of your hand at the end of your turn. So it's a dead card in your hand.
So I don't want this.
No. Well, you don't want... When you use that, it has a disadvantage to it. So when you use that, you will get one of these cards in your deck. And so what will happen is you draw your card, and you're like, okay, well, I have this card in here, so I drew my 5 cards, but now I have this dead one that doesn't do anything.
So you have
taking up the slot. Yeah. At the end of your turn, that'll go away because that's what the ethereal means on there.
So
it's annoying. Yes.
It's a risk reward thing.
Exactly.
I'm choosing the shiny.
Yeah, the shiny ones, like I said, those are like normal cards in the deck, but the shiny versions were something that were a Kickstarter extra. So the creators of the game were saying it's like, yeah, it's like a little bonus. We're gonna have people vote on specific cards. They said like, okay, here's like all the rare cards for this class. Vote on a rare card, and whichever one got the most votes became a shiny card.
Yeah.
That so like the more popular cards got shinied.
Right there, flip that dangling.
So which path do we want to go down?
Do we want? Well, either left or right gives you 2 events and a monster.
So these are free relics. This is a campsite which lets you recover HP. These are hard monsters, but they always give you like a relic reward. This is merchant tiles. So
well, here's the thing.
I would say left.
Yeah, we could go here and decide
honestly,
where from there.
What I'm thinking is like we go left. We could do this.
And then
we'll
we
beat
heal
the
up
boss.
afterwards.
We'll be able to heal up afterwards. We could get this and then maybe hit up the merchant, or maybe this way and hit up that merchant.
Yeah.
That way you could spend some of the money that Sean's been accumulating. So we definitely want to hit up a merchant. So yeah, I'd say let's just go down the left path.
What do you think, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this.
What do you think, Maze? Left.
So the event, the library. You come across an old abandoned library. You find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. We each have the option to read, gain a card, which is look at 5 cards instead of 3 with that, or sleep, which is heal 3 HP. None of us are damaged, so I think I believe we each choose independently. Like we don't have to come up to consensus on that. Just want to double check that.
Oh, I just thought it was cute.
Yep, each player makes their own choice. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a card because there's no way.
So we do it independently.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You so we draw 5.
Yeah, you draw 5 instead of that, and then you pick 1.
So 5 from there, and you're picking 1 to add to your deck, unless you want to heal 3 hit points.
Ooh, I like that. I'm taking that one.
Oh no.
You find something that actually has... so if you take that, what it does is instead of getting a... lets you draw from your rare deck immediately and take the card. So you're doing that?
Yep.
Alright, so... And, shuffle as much as you like and take the card from the top.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so like I said, each character's decks are entirely different for
I'm noticing that it's very they're very unique in their own ways.
Well, they're very, like I said, each deck is 100% unique. There are some colorless cards, which so the way this game works is very much like how the video game works. They do have unlocks if you want to do it that way.
I have to get this.
Where it's just like, it's like this didn't have any Kickstarter exclusives except for the shiny cards.
Oh yeah. That I prefer. It's just an aesthetic.
There is no you are not losing out on any content. It's just little aesthetic things.
So that's fine.
Yeah, there are a couple other things. It had certain tokens which were like acrylic instead, and there was also so there is one card in there that they have an alternate way of playing it because it's funny.
Oh, okay.
So there's a card in there called Claw. What the video game did is that it's basically like every time you play a card called Claw, it gives all claws 1 extra damage. So in the video game, obviously it tracks all that stuff. So people are like, oh dude, if you just buy every single claw and you just rack that thing up, it just gets insane. But what happened was, they're like, well, we can't really do that in the card game as easily.
Yeah.
So they just had it to where it's like, okay, it has a similar effect. But then they did the Claw Pack, which is the video game version of it. So it has a dice to track how many times you've used Claw. And it has it where you can add up to 8 claws into the deck.
Nice.
And so that way it's like you can sit there and play that and just like... They basically say it's like, you know, 2 is like, okay, straight replacement. 4 is what they recommend. 6 is, like, they say, a little overpowered but still fun. And 8, they said it's like very overpowered but absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I left it as is, but it's like, yeah.
It's the claws.
Well, they say it's like claw is law. Yes, they put it as the thing in there. It's like the law is you take the claw at all times.
Claw.
So, yeah, claw is law.
Claw.
So, anyways, so we did that one. So now we followed the path. So we go ahead and get another event. This event, the winged statue. You notice an intricate, large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. You can pray, which removes a card from your deck and lose 2 HP, or you can gain 2 gold. So what removing card from your deck is it lets you remove any card out of your deck for free.
Oh.
So it's like, again, if you like you start having those bad
mid-maxing
like,
your deck.
Yeah, it's like if you want to start getting rid of some of your basic attack cards that are not great,
Yeah.
you could do that and get rid of it by losing 2 HP. I'm gonna get the 2 gold. I don't really need to remove a card out of my deck right now.
Unplayable. You have regret.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
afraid.
yes.
What's going?
You can get rid of a card from your deck for 2 health points, or you gain 2 gold.
Oh, 2 gold.
So getting rid of a card would be like if
There's
you
only 1 gold
like,
left in here.
So yeah, we.
I only got 4 gold myself, so but
Yeah.
if I take
Here.
2, I can take
Here.
a 5-er.
Yeah, whenever you get 5, we'll want to switch it out because I think they literally just gave
Okay,
like
just give me a 5 then.
yeah, because I think they literally gave enough like 1 coins for like I think there's like maybe 25 and there's just enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the idea is like obviously your deck's going to get a lot bigger, and then it's like you're going to have better things in your basic attacks, so you can start removing them from your deck if you wanted to.
It's a little early for me to do that.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's the kind of thing.
Unless
we're
you
not
have
gonna
something
go,
like he had.
we won't be doing the full thing because we're just going to do Act 1.
Okay.
But it's like, so the idea is if you wanted to continue on through, you could do that and start trying to plan for the later things.
So your deck from Act 1 to Act 2 would stay the same.
Yeah, but what happens is you get a new board, a new set of enemies, and all that stuff. So they have a thing in there where you could actually start from Act 2, and they have like a, says like, okay, this is the rewards you would get for doing this. Same thing, you'd start to Act 3. So, it basically says like, oh yeah, you'll do the game thing 5 times, you'll get 3 potions, and like stuff like that. And, the idea is like, it kind of streamlines that. So, now we do another enemy card encounter. So,
Sean has a little sleeper.
She's sliding.
She's
sliding in between the.
She's slaying the tired.
So
She's sliding between the legs.
Oh no.
okay, so
Her furs are
Sean's has a summon. The rest of us don't. So Sean gets a spike slime. In addition to that, so
We draw 5 cards.
yes.
Blue sniper.
So this one is a slightly different one. So this is a. I'll mention what this guy does. So in the case of these, we see like a group of boxes on the card. What that means is that that's his attack pattern. He'll go from the top to the next, and then afterwards he'll recycle. So this guy basically attacks a couple of times, but then at the very end of his thing, he'll lose I lose $2, and he leaves combat, and I still get the rewards. But he basically mugs you for $2.
Wow.
If you don't kill him quick enough.
So
So
you rolled a 2, so he's...
Oh, I haven't rolled anything
Oh,
yet.
okay.
So this was a 1.
So he's going to give me a broken heart.
Yes. So he acts last, but what that does is that the next time you would take damage, you would take double, and then it gets removed. So it basically means that this guy would do twice as much damage to you, which could suck if
Yeah.
But again, not so much on this first turn because he's gonna the strengthen isn't. So, oops, shit.
Let's get ready to fumble.
Indeed.
So.
Alright.
Options are optionful. Do that.
So I think on this one, if you guys want, we could go ahead and do it like simultaneous. But they say you could discuss and everything too. So
Power would go back into a discard. I don't remember what you said about power.
Power stays in play when you use it, and it stays there until the end of this whole combat. So once we've done and gotten the rewards, it'll then go back into your card.
So I can spam this shit.
So what will happen is that you basically, you play that once. You pay the 1 power energy right now to play it, and stays by you. And then at any time you could do 1 damage to anything, like to an entire row. So it's free damage. So you definitely want to get that out your first turn.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So I get my 5.
What do I want to do damage? I guess the only row.
Yeah, I mean it would help Sean out because he's I think got the hardest fight.
All right. Can I do that? And then I will also.
So I'm gonna spend 2.
Use 1.
Play
2.
Vigilance, which gets me 2 block, which is all I need right now.
Shield. And then I draw a card.
Mm-hmm. So from your regular deck.
From here.
Yeah, from your current deck.
And this gets discarded though.
Yeah, so you'll put it here by my phone.
Okay.
That'll be your discard pile.
And then that's the end of my turn.
I will use defend to any player including me?
Yep. Yeah. So you can use it on yourself or anybody.
Yeah, use on myself.
Yeah, because the guy's gonna hit you for.
And then all this goes.
Yes. So, so now go through here. So he does 2 damage, takes off my 2 block. Else happens.
Is everybody gone already?
Oh yeah,
I haven't gone yet.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna burn 1 energy to use recursion. So I evoke 1 orb and then channel the orb that was just evoked.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2 damage to the one in my row.
Yeah.
May as well.
Yep.
And then that's done. And then I'm going to use 1 more energy to cast dual cast. Evoke 1 orb twice, so I'm gonna do 4 more.
Damage. So yeah.
And then how much? He's got 4.
And so now at that point you're
well, no, because I'm just gonna evoke another lightning.
Oh, you channel it, yeah.
Channel another lightning, and then he's gonna take 1 damage anyway
at the end of the turn. Yep.
So there, it's just it beats doing strike, in my opinion, because then it gives me energy for next round.
Well, exactly, and you'll most likely be able to kill him next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Now go.
So he does 2 damage, knocks me down to 0 block, but nothing else. He does 2 damage to you, and then you get a weaken token.
No.
So that means the next time you do a strike, and only a strike, well, like
I haven't done a single strike.
Attack,
oh yeah.
Yeah, any attack like that, it does 1 less damage, but then you remove it.
Okay, well that's fine.
And it's also for every attack. So like if it says like one of these things where it has like 3 attacks on there, it's -1.
What about like my casting attacks?
No,
unless it
has that icon on there. Yeah,
I think only my strike has those.
So Sean, so he does 1 damage, and then he gets a strengthen, which is this one. He does 1 damage, and then he gives you the vulnerable.
Uncle Steve loves using her.
And then this one does 3 damage, which takes off your most of your block, but you're still fine, and he gets 1 block for the next turn. Okay, so end of the enemy turn, he takes 1 damage because of Sean's poison.
Then we draw 5 cards.
Yep. And then this guy moves down. To
and then I lose my shield?
Yes. Yeah, if you have any remaining shield, that goes down.
Do I still draw 5 because of this thing?
Yes. Well, that stays in play. So that just stays right here, and then each turn you get to do that. So we'll keep that over here by your potion, which again, you can use the potion at any time, or if you feel like you need to have...
My energy goes up to 3.
Yes. If you need to have extra energy in a turn, you could do that. But good idea is to sort of save that for until it's needed.
Energy quotient. I was
So,
wondering what
6
it was.
is what got rolled.
Damage. But it's doubled, so it'd be 4 damage.
Oh, did he take the extra damage from my end of turn thing?
Yes,
Okay, he did. All right, just making sure.
because
How
you
much
did a
damage
total
can
of
you
7
do?
damage to him because you evoked that orb 3 times for 6.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that
one
makes
extra,
sense.
so you
No,
went
no,
from
that's
10 to
fine.
7.
I was just, you know me, I'm
10.
just making
Yep.
sure.
All right, I'll play this, which gets me.
I can
Since it's
kill
free.
your thing.
No, I can take. I'll
Plus
kill
one
it on.
block
I'm
and
actually gonna
1
try to remove
damage.
the shield off of him for you. Okay.
I can only do like 3 damage, so.
Still, but at least you won't have the shield on him, right?
8.
Okay.
And then I'll do a little bit of damage too. So
This
And
goes.
I'll do
This goes away
that.
after the first attack.
Yes. So the
Okay.
first attack will do damage.
do it.
So
So,
that'll be
Come on.
4 and 2 for 6.
yes.
okay.
So
Wow.
I do get 1 shield and I do 2 more damage to him.
Hi.
That's damage.
Hello.
Let's do that.
Hello.
9.
Is that a baby dog?
I can go if he's
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Simultaneous.
No, like I said, we're
Yeah.
doing it simultaneously now.
I'm gonna
We've
do.
done that.
I'm gonna do this, of course. So it costs 2, and then I get channel 2 of these,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna pay 1 more energy to play Melter. So it removes the. I'm gonna do it on hers,
Is that the
Okay,
sprinkler?
yeah, 'cause
and I only
that's
do
the only
1
one that's
damage
got
because I'm
shield.
weakened.
Like
Whoops.
No.
Yep.
Oh, she hates the sprinkler.
You don't like water.
Okay,
It's
so
down here somewhere. I heard it.
I think you flipped it over your shoulder.
I want to go
No,
big
it hit
damage,
my
but
foot.
I think I had to go big defense.
There should be a little circular.
Yeah,
token.
Wraith form is pretty nice. That's
I did not see.
Alright.
Might be under
So
the-
that uses all my energy.
Where it go?
Start of turn. Okay, so it's good for 3 turns.
Yep.
This why we can't have nice things.
You're right. This is definitely why we can't have nice things. It's down there somewhere.
Nick, why did
we'll be able to figure it out
your
at the
cat
end
from
of
the
it.
hospital end up under here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, we'll track it down when we're done.
Okay.
So
What game is that from?
It's not from
The
the game.
hospital?
It's from the hospital. It's when they gave me morphine. That was one of the caps that came off
You
the
might as well
Oh.
fucking keep it, dude.
injector.
okay.
Put your pocket.
So rest of your turn.
It as a token.
Oh,
Was
that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
and it did 1 damage. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, and then I'll just, Maze, don't eat the card. I'll do a
Combust.
shit ton of.
So yeah, combust. If you want, you can.
Oh, yeah!
You get that freebie thing
Yeah.
on Sean's.
Yeah.
And then Nick, honestly, I think you should
Oh, I see
probably.
it.
You might want to be a.
It's right there.
Oh wait, Sean's fine
I can
because he's
reach it.
got Wraith form now.
Yeah, I'm only taking 1 damage no matter what.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then I'll, do 3 damage to my fucker.
All right. So Nick removed the shield by using his ability.
Mm-hmm. So did that work out?
Yeah, so she was able to do full 3 damage to it
Nice.
as opposed to like having it.
Knocked over your shit.
It's fine. It was just an empty water bottle
Okay.
or a drink bottle.
So, everybody done with their turns now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So everybody discard your cards. This enemy does 3 damage, so I take 2 off the block and 1 normally, and then he gets a shield.
I take 2.
2 damage, and then you get a daze, which that just goes into your discard pile.
Okay.
So it doesn't get put into it until you reshuffle your
Okay.
Man, you're such a good girl. We don't
Let me
need
double
dogs.
check that. But I'm
We don't
pretty
need
sure.
what?
We don't be hearing dogs.
Oh shit! Never mind. It goes on top of your draw pile. The other one,
What
one of the
smells
other
out
ones
there?
is discard.
What, you wanna go smell the smelly?
Okay.
Go smell the smelly.
Hey.
Sean, yeah, this one would do
What
4
smells out
damage
there?
normally,
What's sneaking in
but
there?
you're only taking 1 because of Wraith
What's
form.
smelly?
And then same thing too. He does 2 damage, but you only take 1 because of Wraith form. Oh yeah, never mind. It's 1 HP per round.
So stinky.
For some reason, I thought it was
So
per
stinky,
attack.
isn't it?
That's even better than I thought. And then this one would do
Oh,
Nick.
2 defense.
I forgot to do that
Oh,
too.
Nick.
Wait a minute, hold on. I forgot to do that. It does 3 damage to
Oh.
him, so he's dead.
There's a
Okay.
Baba.
So I get my 2 health back, and I don't get stunned.
There's
Yeah.
a Baba.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that. That's why I did that to begin with.
You asked if
I know.
if it did the
And
extra
I-
damage.
Yeah, no. So it worked out.
They
There we
said
go.
yes. Okay.
And
All
then
right.
he
Well,
lost
no,
some
the
HP from
damage
the
to
poison.
that.
Does, now that it's end of enemy turn. All right. So now it's the start of our turns. So everybody, you get your energy back. Block goes down to 0.
My next hand's gonna suck hard, I think, unless I get lucky with a draw with 1 card. Yeah, I got kind of lucky. Well, no, I didn't.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
No. Like, yeah, I'm gonna. My turn, I need to get a sort of specific card. Well, thankfully, I got. I do have my, like, 1 scry ability.
Hey,
See, part of the thing is
What
that
are
it's
these
like, you
cards?
cut, at least with this, since it's a deck building one.
Oh, these were some discarded cards. Hold on, let me put back what I drew because I needed to reshuffle my whole deck. I put them down when I was looking for the
Oh.
card that I dropped. The token that I
Okay.
dropped. That's okay. Let me reshuffle.
Okay. So, like, I need to kill my guy, otherwise he's gonna, steal some gold from me. So, but I think I could do it.
Oh, you need me to shuffle yours?
So, first things first for me is I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 to use eruption, do 2 damage, 1 and knocks the shield up.
There you go, sweet.
I enter wrath
Spend
state, which
1,
then gets me to 2
2
energy.
damage.
Hurry.
Oh,
Well, my turn still blows, but it doesn't blow as bad.
your fate. Well, your guy's dead, so it's not too bad.
No,
Shiny.
but can you attack any row you want
Yes, you
when,
can.
when you're not being attacked?
Yeah, you can attack any room at any time.
Draw a
Yeah, you can attack any
Okay.
room at any time, but you
Okay.
generally prefer the one that's attacking you.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see
you don't
if
want it
that's-
to kill you.
yeah. So, scry 2.
Alright, Neeps, here's what I'm going to do. I got Melter again. I'm going to remove this shield off that guy. It removes all shield.
Well, I gotta
Oh.
roll this.
So
shit.
you probably prefer that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
I'll
going to
take
use 1 energy
this one, but I'll discard that.
so remove all the shield from your enemy. And then I do 2 damage to him.
So put that on
So
top.
it takes it to
and I
4.
draw the
And
card.
then I'm going to hit him one more time
So-
for another damage.
Spend an energy
So
for
it's 1
survivor.
damage?
Yeah.
I get
Like,
2
And
just
then
lucky
I'm not going to do any more
Discard
shields.
damage.
I'm going to put up 1 shield, but whatever. That's all I have are shield cards now. And then,
Scry 1.
To give him 3 more damage because of my lightning end of turn.
So he died?
He die.
He died.
He die.
Goodbye. He died.
And then
Alright.
you can do what you want.
I'll be able to help Sean out.
And
oh,
she hasn't done
I'll
anything
spend
either.
my last energy on defense.
So you do what you
So I go
want.
up another defense.
I can whirlwind.
And
Oh, that
this
would
is
do
a
it.
And then I
free-
can also combust.
Well, you
Those are
basically be able to
gone.
kill
Come
her.
bust?
1 more damage.
Well, she's going to be able to whirlwind for 3 and take it out, but it's like
I just like the way you said it.
because of my wrath, I
Oh.
would have been able to do it too. So
Then hold up. So you're whirlwinding.
she could do 3 damage to the row by spending all her energy
And
on
then
it, which
I
would
can
take
do
out
4
every-
damage to the row.
I mean, 3 damage is going to destroy the row.
Yep.
So
Yep.
You just went.
Yep, that
so I
works.
don't have to worry about that no more.
That's
Yep.
exactly what you did.
Thank you,
Scree.
Meeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, the summon goes away.
And then it's like a whole discard and shuffle, right?
Everything, yeah,
Mhm.
all your stuff that you played goes into your deck.
Oops, I forgot
Back
to
in
keep
deck.
on here.
Back in deck. Everything goes
Back in deck, shuffle.
All right.
I will.
Oh, right. I didn't
Oh, wait, you don't need to
And
shuffle yet, because we
stuff
might
on
get a...
defense.
Everybody
It's all
gets your reward, so I get a
Nick, don't
potion
shuffle
from
yet.
this guy. Good
That's right.
memories. Put a card from your discard onto your hand. It costs. Ooh, wow, that's nice. I will use that.
Oh,
for sure.
and I, it's end of combat now?
Mhm.
Yes. So you recover your HP.
I
And
lose
then
these two.
I get a choice of card. Nick,
And then
2
get a choice
gold,
of card.
and get a choice of card. Sean gets 1
We draw
gold,
3 and then do it, right?
Yes. 1 potion and choice of card.
Ooh, fire
Annalise, you
potion.
get 1 coin and a choice of card. So draw 3.
From this thing, this big one?
Yes.
Draw 3.
That's interesting.
Uno, dos, tres. Blue, gray, blue.
Yeah, these are all good.
Yeah, mine are kind of interesting too.
I wonder which one I'm gonna
Oh,
choose.
I think I'll take this
son.
one though, just because I don't I don't have enough stuff going into the wrap yet. Yeah, it's like each of the different characters has got their own sort of like multiple play styles. Like there's the poison and the shiv option.
Nick, which one should I choose?
Oh.
It's a gray, but it's good. Because I gain
Actually,
energy.
the idea of exhausting a card.
yeah,
That is pretty
exhausting.
nothing.
fun.
Yeah, that's awful.
If you have that,
So
if
you're
you
gonna
at the
do the
same
2
time
attack
as you
and
get
draw
that
one
discard
card.
it's
And
like,
put those
it's
at the
kinda
depth
handy.
of the bottom of the stupid
Jesus
draw deck.
Christ.
That one
Yeah.
Those are awful.
So the exhaust would mean, like, say you get to use it once and it's out. So, but it's pretty good.
This one. So the fire is, or explosion is the whole
The
row?
entire row, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that poisons the whole row.
And weakens it. So,
Wow.
but it exhausts, so you can only use it once per combat, basically.
Right.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You having fun with this one?
Yes. Wait.
Please.
To simplify
Protect
my
the
decision,
shine.
I discard or
Protect the shine.
Disallowing that one.
disallow because it's gray.
Yes.
Exhaust. I do that and exhaust.
I think the crippling cloud would probably be better for you at this point because you don't have enough poison, I think, to make the catalyst
No,
look
right.
good.
No, you're wrapped around.
Whereas the weaken and everything like
There
that
you
is going to
go.
be
Yeah,
really
so
nice.
far I've only gotten one poison out.
Yeah.
Good job.
On an enemy.
Yep. Especially considering we are. I'm assuming we want to go to the boss fight, or the mini boss fight.
It makes no sense not to.
Yeah.
Because we can heal after.
Indeed. So, let's see which one we.
Oh, is this an event?
The
Or
boss.
pick one. It's the mini boss.
Lagavulin. Lagavulin? It looks like it has a sleepy.
Lagavulin. It's a shell. Yeah, it sweeps, but then it fucking hurts.
Ooh. So
So,
that's 68 health
oh no, it's based off of
when you fight him in the row.
Number of players.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's actually 88 health.
We can do it. We can kill it real good, yeah. It's go time.
By the way, that's just 4 damage to everybody.
No.
And then 4 damage, and then weaken, and
To everybody.
Double weekend.
yeah.
We're just gonna explode on this thing.
Yep.
Hopefully
Fucking
before
hell.
it explodes on us.
Yeah, really. I guess
Yep.
let's draw 5 cards. We'll wait for Meeps, but
Yeah.
so we're here, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll probably need to rest after this. Yikes.
It's a campfire, so
I just want to double check to make sure I'm reading that right. I think I am, but yeah, I think it's.
ooh. It drops the treasure chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Everybody gets a free relic on that.
Ooh.
Yep.
Whenever you
It's
shuffle your
88.
draw pile, deal 5 damage to any row.
See, that's where keeping your deck short, like small, would be good. So, all right. Yeah, go ahead and draw your stuff, and then we can figure out how we
we're
want to.
done with this.
Yep. We won't be needing that this turn, I don't think. Suck. So,
We could probably even start too and just let her do hers at the end. Well, I don't know. Maybe she can weaken or something now. I think I saw her get a
Yeah.
card like that. May as well wait.
yep.
Till Meeps gets back from the bathroom.
4.
Well, no, the first turn it doesn't do anything.
It's sleepy.
So it's sleepy.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't go back to the great boxes.
Oh, so once it...
Yeah, so after it's done
They're
with that
gonna-
initial setup thing,
They're
and
gonna
the
punch
pain
it and
starts.
it's gonna wake up.
Yep.
He's blocking the exit. And we fart in its general
Doing that
direction.
one for sure. 'Cause it's
This is
free.
shit opening hand.
Yeah, it's all good
Mine,
damage.
I have one good card and the rest is trash for
Well,
what's
it's like
going
I've
on.
got a good card, but I don't want it now. Is the thing? It's like it's the one that enters Wrath stance. Like, oh, I want that in a couple of turns, but not on the first turn.
We're fighting the boss.
Yeah, and that's
Oh.
gonna suck.
And it's gonna suck.
I don't need to do that.
He
so
got
it's
shit
gonna
on the
be-
seat and then jammed his dirty toilet paper roll down the fucking.
Center thing?
Yeah.
Of course he did. I'll take care of that later, okay?
Two.
Before I leave. Okay? You get okay?
Yeah, well, I
Oh, did you
cleaned the
get...
seat off. I had to piss.
Oh, okay.
Those two.
But it still fucking
Two
sucks.
It does. I'll do it again, too, before I leave.
That is also true. I forgot I've got this. So I
Alright,
can
what the
pull
fuck?
that.
So draw
Wrath
5
card.
cards.
Yep, we're fighting this thing. So what's happening is that it's got 88 health. We all fight it. It doesn't. There is no rows on this one. It's in front of everybody, and it'll basically go down the list. So the first 2 turns, it's going to do 4 damage to everybody, and then it's going to do like a weaken and a strengthen thing. So it's going to hurt, but not this turn. This turn we kind of get a freebie round of.
I mean,
I'm just-
simultaneous?
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
just
so
gonna go
you don't
first
need to
to do
defend
that.
this round.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
can
gonna-
focus on dealing damage.
No, I want to
strikes.
check it out.
He doesn't get shields, does he?
I'll just draw
No,
my
he
shit.
doesn't.
Okay, there's no reason for me to... I'll just do that. That's my turn. I
And
do 2
then-
damage to him, and he's going to take 3 from my lightning.
This one.
Okay.
So,
I figured put that up right away. And then it's a power, because if I somehow find a way to do that,
Yeah.
it does 1 damage for every power I have in play. No, I don't think I can get...
Yeah,
wait.
those are
Closer to
dark.
end
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. Well, they're like you might be able to find some, but like yeah,
I haven't
they're
found a
hard.
power
Okay,
that
okay.
gets it for
Fire
me yet.
potion.
Okay, 4 damage. He's at 81. He goes down to 77. Fire potion gets discarded.
2 strikes
All right,
and a neutralize, so it's 1 damage and 1.
that weakness is gonna help.
What does weakness do again? Oh, so
One,
he doesn't
minus
do as
1
much.
damage, but that's gonna affect the entire attack. So it's minus 1 damage
That's
to
good.
everybody.
Everyone, yeah.
So that helps a lot.
Okay. 2 damage, draw 1 card.
Okay.
Combust.
That's a good one to get. Free damage is good.
You said I don't have to do
And I
any
guess
shield?
that counts right away, too.
No, this guy's not going to attack this turn, so he's sleeping, and then next turn he'll start attacking.
And he gets 3 attacks and then sleeps again?
No. So what happens is that this gray box, it never goes back to the gray box. So it goes 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3 constantly.
So hitting
So-
him really hard in the beginning and debuffing
Yeah, you
him.
basically get 1 like free round to set up. Then he starts to
Yeah.
push it in.
Okay.
I could use this to fucking get rid of a random card. But, or I can just strike. I'll probably just.
Yeah, just do damage. Oh, that was pretty good. We did like 18 damage on the first round, so.
And that's with some of
Yeah.
us not having our best stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Mine was kind of crap. I'll be able to do more in the
So now we
next
draw
turn,
again.
Too. Yep.
1,
So
2,
draw 5.
3.
So he basically now has woken up. So this turn he'll do an attack. So 6 in case anybody has anything that needs it.
Energy goes back up.
Next turn I will.
I'm going to play this to gain at the start of turn, gain another energy. Does that count now, too, or next turn? Start a turn, gain an energy.
Next turn because
I'm
it's
going
yeah,
to
It's
bash.
no longer start a turn. I'll play that. I get to go to calm.
So he now has a fucking. He's vulnerable.
Okay, nice. I will burn my free energy token to get this out.
Then I'll use recursion. So
And
I
then I'll
do
retain this card.
5 damage using the rest of my turn. Because I invoked the orb for lightning for 2 plus the, and it re-channels it. And
So it actually will do 10 damage because.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
He's
even better.
vulnerable.
And then I'll do a defend, I think.
So he's down to 60.
That's still pretty good.
Sean, did you play your turn?
I did right
Oh,
before.
and then the
Nice.
combos.
Good.
He
Good
gets
idea.
one
Oh
for-
yeah,
2
one
for
damage from combos.
Oh no, he's weakened, right? Though.
No, it only does the once.
It's
So the idea is you want to hit him with your best attack. After
Oh, and that 5 that I had
yeah,
was
was
pretty.
the best one.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. So now his attack. So he does 4 damage to everybody. So thanks to Sean, it's only 3 damage because he's weakened. So
And
I
then
got 2
I only
block.
take 2.
So yeah, you lose 1 block and then you take.
Oh
2
god, he'll kill
damage.
me next turn.
Well, we'll be able to do something about that. I hope. You should probably
Use
play a
any
block.
shields I
Yeah,
get, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And well, at least I get an extra energy. So, are we
So,
drawing again?
Yep. So yeah. 1. So start of my turn. If I'm in calm, I draw 2
Shuffle.
cards. Which I'm in calm. So shuffle this.
Oh, we'll make sure.
okay. So
Combust,
energy
by
up
the
to
way.
Draw
3.
2. This
Okay,
was
we're gonna
retained.
start with
Hold on. I might get that one thing again. I won't. Okay.
and 1
Well, I'm playing 2
energy
shields,
to
1,
apply
2,
deadly poison.
and then attacking melee twice, plus the 3. That's another 5.
Track your damage and tell me later because
Okay.
I'm
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
because I got to figure out what
I'm
my
gonna do
turn is.
5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you can just tell me what the final damage is and what I did. That. Two.
And 1 for Bane.
Grab this one.
And then we'll just.
That on top.
Then 1
Two.
for dagger throw.
Reduction. Go to half.
So, including the combust 3 damage for me.
Okay. Just lucky. So 2 damage.
6 damage from me.
Damage from Sean, so 2 damage, discard 1. Oh, discard that.
Luck, don't die.
I got 2 shield, so
I'll play
you can't kill me this turn.
Flying Sleeves, so I get +1 for each of those because I'm in Wrath. So that does 4 damage, so he goes down to 9. Discard. Should discard also. Play those. 2 damage. Oh, 4 damage because then I'm going to pop this and play a card from my discard pile. Well, no, put a card from my discard pile into hand and cost 0 energy to use it. So I'll play that. Get 2 block and enter calm stance. So that goes away. Discard my cards. And that's my turn. Okay. So he
Next turn?
No, I went.
already
I went
did,
already.
yeah.
I just drew my next hand of cards, and I'm just sitting like this.
he attacks. So I take 2 shield and 2 damage.
I take 2 shield and 2 damage.
1 shield.
Okay. And then next turn he won't do damage, but he'll weaken twice, which means that it's going to make it so our damage is going to be less. and then he gets strong. So he gets a strength token,
And
which
now
will
I
hurt.
pull it,
So,
Okay.
all right.
I'll
So
just
get
go
your
because I know what I'm
3.
doing.
Drop 3.
Well, that's right. So he's not attacking this round, right?
No.
Not physical damage.
No. He's got 35 health. So, we've actually done a lot. I'm like, yeah. It's like you don't realize how much we're doing because we're spreading it out so much, but
So
it's
I'm
like
gonna
we
do
do a lot of damage.
8 damage to him, plus a shield, which does nothing, but I'll put it up anyway.
Okay,
So 8 damage from me, and that's me.
So it goes down to 27.
Wait, hold up. Let me.
So I'm calm. I draw up to 7 cards.
I shrug it off. So I get 2 shield, but I draw a card. Not the one. And then I pommel strike. So I do 2d. Bash! But I can't use it.
What do you mean?
I'd have to use the energy potion.
It might be worth it.
Fuck it, let's do it live.
Is the energy potion worth it?
Go to Wrath Stance.
How much health does he have? He has 27.
Spent 1 on dagger.
You can wait and see what everybody else
Yeah.
is doing.
Yeah,
and
you could
then
do that.
Decide that, yeah.
So, go to Wrath Stance. That does 2 damage. Since I moved from calm, I go there, and then Flying Sleeves. It does 4 damage. 2 strikes does 4 damage. So he's at 21. Goes to 17.
3 for me.
Goes down to 14. So he's at 14 health. I've done all I can on him.
As I have too.
Yeah.
Did you do everything too?
Yes.
What about Meeps?
I haven't.
So
Okay.
he's got 14 health.
So she hasn't put any of her damage in, I don't think. So what have you done?
I have given myself 2 shield and drew a card.
Okay.
And I did 2 damage and drew a card.
Okay, so the 2 damage there.
The thing is, Nick, if I was gonna use bash, I should have done it at the
I don't
beginning.
think it counted as poison last turn.
Oh.
Okay.
She should have done that. Yeah. Well, here's
Well,
the thing.
I just grabbed
you-
it
no,
and
if
you were
you
like,
do
oh, wait
it-
until everyone else goes.
If you do it, we would all just double our damage to him, and he'd
Well,
be
no,
dead.
It doesn't
just,
work
no,
like that,
we would double
Steve.
1 attack. I would say, like, you could double before my eruption, which would have done 4 damage.
The strongest attack I would have done is
I'm trying to see if it's
3.
worth using the potion for it.
This is a time I think we should, because, like, honestly, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, next round's gonna hurt.
Like,
If we don't kill it next round.
Well, okay, so I think actually we could be okay. I think Sean's poison, even with the weakness and stuff on there, I think we'll be fine. Because that's only for the first 2 attacks that hit.
Oh, of our attacks that we
Yeah.
do.
So
Okay.
exactly, our first 2 attacks are gonna be that way, so you can kind of
Every player.
So then I can save the potion.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're okay.
Then I will do a strike. So that's a total of 4 damage?
Okay, so that's 1 extra damage then from what I already calculated.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got 10 health. So now what it is he strengthens. We each get 2 weaknesses. So what that does is means that your first attack is -2.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you remove 1. And then it means so your second attack is going to be -2.
Oh,
And so I don't forget.
I
So-
think I can kill it. Maybe. Or get it enough that you guys can finish it
That
off.
was from the poison?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. And
Right,
so
So I'm going to use
Turn
these.
back.
So, and
This
maybe
one's
Chris
Hold
will...
on.
Exhausted.
Wait till
Once he's
everybody's... Yeah. You're jumping ahead because you want to play it, but we haven't even gotten to the point where the rest of us are drawing cards yet.
Yeah.
So, all right,
I don't
everybody
think I
draw
need
your
to draw.
cards.
2, 3. Cheater.
Yeah.
Nick, shuffle these.
Oh shit! I forgot I take a damage because I was in Wrath Stance at the end of my turn.
You die.
Alright, I'm going to use 2 regular strikes, which
So-
do nothing.
Yeah. This
But these get rid of this, which is the whole point right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use evoke 1 orb twice.
Okay.
So that's going to
Doing
do
that.
4 damage.
No, so it does no damage, but it weakens him.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 4 damage to him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Does
evoke
that
one
remove
orb
one
and
of
then
these?
rechannel the
Yes.
orb. So that's another 4 damage,
And that's
plus another 3, and he's dead.
all right.
So he's done. Or no, plus 2. Sorry. But I still think he's dead.
Yeah, he only had 4
He's
HP.
dead. Okay.
So
Ah.
yeah, so that was our first mini boss, which lived up to the name. That was not
That was
fun.
tough.
End of combat.
End
Yeah.
of combat. So everybody gets 2 gold.
Feel like we deserve more.
Well, we get better stuff.
No, I know, I'm teasing.
So we get a relic, which is going to be the big thing. Oops, wrong
That's
one.
not cool at all.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's not
I've
cool.
got
Oh, I didn't get to use that. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
here's
All right. Oh,
5.
5s. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So relics. This is a normal relic. So these stay in play. The effect is constant, and you can hold as many as you want on them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all just always good.
And so we each get one?
Everybody gets one.
Ooh.
So I believe we just draw one. I don't know if we get a choice. Yep, we draw one. Okay.
Horn Cleat. So anytime there's a 1 or 2 roll, they get a free
Talcum.
shield, pretty
Yep.
much.
5 or 6, I get to draw a card.
Ooh.
So you get a gold every
Lucky
at
fish.
the end of each combat.
Ah.
End of your turn, you get a +1 block, even if you don't have any. That's not bad. So that way
It's
it's,
like a
you
permanent
can give your
shield.
block to other people, or if you don't get any.
Ooh.
So yeah, okay. So he is dead. Now we move to the campsite.
Oh, glorious day.
So
So-
campsite, you got one of 2 options.
Where did Orichalcum first appear? Like
Hmm?
what?
Where
Final
Calcum was in
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy
I
1.
think it
but-
might have been like
Dragon Quest?
maybe, or it could have been something earlier than
It
that.
could have. It could have actually just.
Like I don't
been-
know if it like
Yeah, you
I know
know
Tolkien
dwarves
did
found it.
Mithril, but
He
I
didn't.
don't,
I don't think he did Orcalcum.
yeah, I don't know.
Came from the Cum region.
At the Auric region?
So campfire. Each player chooses one of 2 actions: rest or smith. Rest,
Oh.
heal 3 HP. Smith, upgrade a card.
Orcalcum is an ancient metal that is mentioned in writings that have to do with stories such as Atlantis and in the Critias of Plato. So it's a metal that the Atlanteans would have used.
Alright, so
I thought Plato
the
was
rest was
Greek.
how many HP?
3 HP to rest, or if you
1,
want
2,
to, you can
3.
upgrade a card.
I need to rest.
Yeah.
I need to
1,
rest.
2.
I'm like at a point where I don't know. Like
Hmm.
I want to see if there's a card that I really want to upgrade in here or not.
I need to find a way to get more health. I'm so hurt.
And just reduce the cost.
Or upgrade one card, you said? Wait,
Yeah.
Let me check out my
Nick.
rare card.
I think you need to heal. You're at 1 HP.
Checking my rare card.
Well, like I could show it to you. Like, tell me what it is, and I can.
It was
show it to you.
Electrodynamic and Fusion were the 2 cards I was curious about.
Electrodynamic costs 2. It says when play channel 3 lightning, but you're already.
I'm
yeah.
already channeling 3 almost on my
Yeah.
own. And what about Fusion?
Costs 1, gain 1 at the start of turn.
Okay, so it just lowers the cost.
Yeah, that's like sometimes they're not like stellar things. Like that's what a lot of the ones.
Actually,
I've
it seems
seen
like Evoke's going to be better, right? Or Dual Cast, where I evoke the same orb twice. But I'm not going to waste it on that for now.
Yeah, I think I need the health.
Let me see the
honestly.
stats for these babies.
Which ones?
Shrug it off.
Shrug it off. Let's see here. 3 block, draw a card, costs 1 to play.
That's not great. Pommel strike.
Almost strike.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, pommel strike. Where's my
2
other one?
damage, draw 2 cards, costs 1.
What was the fucking... Oh, what about bash?
Bash, costs 2, 4 damage, vulnerable.
Vulnerable means we do more damage?
1 attack, yeah.
1 attack. okay.
Whirlwind?
Whirlwind. It basically deals. It's X plus 1. to the damage. So when you play it, like
that's garbage.
well, I mean, as
Depends on how much energy you have, but yeah.
yeah, it increases. Like all these things are going to be like better and more cost effective. They're not going to be amazingly different. It's just going to make it slightly better. Combust. I think it's probably going to deal 2 damage to enemy row. +1 still.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not
like,
bad. It basically doubles the effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's multiplied over how many enemies are in that row.
And we're not gonna run into any more bosses until literally the end.
Yeah,
we're not taking
because
the route
like
that
we
way.
can't. Yeah, we can't get to that route over here anymore. So
And I heal one after every combat. I think
yeah,
I
so
might
you get
just fucking
one.
upgrade,
Yeah,
dude. What?
You could upgrade pretty
I like the way you say
easily
that.
because it's like
Ah.
the
I
way
think
you
I'm just
can
gonna
heal-
fucking upgrade.
Well, the thing is because you can heal, because you heal at the end of each combat, it makes it better for you because you don't have to worry
This
about
shit's
it
gonna be
HP as
broken.
much.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So you're done with these.
So I.
Flip a doodle.
Might as well just keep them out to some
Okay.
extent because we might use more of them. All right.
We're gonna
So yeah, I just healed as well.
Combust plus.
All right. So where did we want to go like this way?
Yeah,
What's
I think
that bag thing?
merchant. So we
Okay.
should go
So
to
we
the
get
merchant.
merchant regardless if we go this way, so we don't need to go here because there's no reason to go here to shop and then there to shop.
There.
What
again.
makes us land on the most spots so we get the most shit to prepare?
It's about the same because like
yeah, it's about the same.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same.
We probably don't want to fight a mini
Or
boss
like
before the
1,
boss.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, it's literally the same.
Yeah, they pieced it out to where it's basically like yeah. Maybe some of the stuff later on will have some differences like that, but in this one, yeah.
There's there's probably no reason to visit the merchant twice when the merchant is right there.
I would say we could go this way. That way we don't have to like deal with that extra fight, and then come up to here. That way we'll basically get a fight here, merchant, then rest.
Yeah, if we get any gold and we want to save a little bit, 'cause
Yeah.
we don't have enough, we can go. Shop
Well, like I
around.
said, we'd be able to go here.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is here, here,
Yeah.
here, and then that path. We do one more fight. We get 2 events. We get a free item, and then merchant, and rest.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
So
The question marks is also we gain shit anyway.
that's an event. It
It's
may
an
or may
event,
not
I'll be
be
back.
good. Yeah.
Oh.
So relic again. Rip your
Easy.
pants.
Gonna have to restitch them.
I think you had a blowout.
Good God. You wear some bubble wrap today?
By the power of grapes.
Dog shaking.
She's always shaking.
Aw.
She's heard things in the frequency she's never heard before.
Please. Okay.
Blood.
What's
Fuck.
wrong?
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Draw
son.
3 cards on a 3. So I'm just getting like fucking cards up my ass apparently. Half the dice.
It's
half
not
the die
too
rolls, I
bad.
get me
Meat on the
cards.
bone. End of combat. If you have less than 4 HP, your
Ow.
HP becomes 4.
Honestly, that's not bad for you considering you're pushing the
Yeah.
door right now. Well, I think she needs to go potty.
Maze out, dude. Get out of here.
Yeah, Sean probably needs to go potty too.
Well, Maze shakes.
Baby
like
make
she's gotta
boom
use the
boom.
bathroom.
Gonna need an extra large poop bag.
If it's on the lawn, just leave it out there.
No, Sean's
meant for
referring to
himself.
himself.
Oh.
It's like, Jesus, somebody walk a horse?
Thanks, Sean. Woo, she's excited.
I said, Jesus, does somebody walk a horse down here?
Yeah, she has like 10 times the smelling capabilities we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
She needs the air.
Oh, so Sean gets basically his, now your ability, except at the start of combat. Both of mine are draw card things. So on a 5 or a 6, I draw 1 card. On a 3, I draw 3 cards. So
Yeah, but mine's worth 9. I can probably sell it to the merchant for 9, right?
that's a buy price. I don't think you can sell.
Oh, what the fuck?
Not sure about that.
That sucks. Power. Combustion. Hold up. Hold up. So, do these stack? Do I get 1 shield per
You should go to the
turn?
bathroom.
When you play a power. So when you play that one, the first time you get a free shield out of it.
When I play it for the first time?
Yeah. Anytime you play a power card, meaning like it actually comes into play that turn when you pay the energy cost, then you get the shield.
But it's not playing it when it does it once per turn?
No, because it's already in play.
Did she use the bathroom?
She did. She peed a long time, but I couldn't walk on the grass because I couldn't watch out for
Grenades.
landmines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's fine.
So I
Does
tried
it
going
say
back
that
with
in
my
the rule
light,
book?
but
Yes.
Now that she's gone,
When
she's
Damn
not
it!
gonna
when you
go.
play a card, you have to pay the energy
You
you put
little
into
gremlin.
play. Once it's in play, it's no longer played. So you play the power card once, and then it stays in play. And then if somehow it got discarded, which I don't know if there are any effects that do that, then you'd be able to play it again.
So... And that sucks.
I mean, it's not great. It's better for certain people, but I mean, again, it's random, you know.
It's situational.
Yeah. It's a
That is
typical
my
thing.
only power.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I only have one also, so if I got it, would have
Look,
sucked
Sean,
for me.
listen to
just
this
as
shit.
bad.
When you play a power, one shield.
yeah,
This is only
yeah, you can only play them.
technically played once.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, depends on the character. Like Nick is a character that plays a lot more powers, so
I
it
have
would
like
be more.
2 or
It
3.
would be more useful to him.
Can you
Right.
like move these between players?
Don't think so. I think they said only potions could get.
My foot licked the hell back
You don't
there.
want my bone, meat on my bone?
I mean...
Giggity.
He's gonna meet all in my foot.
Yes. Oh, did you use the potty be good for Uncle Sean? Yes. Good girl.
Big long potty.
She does. She'll do that. But that's when she starts shaking. That usually means she's got to hit the head pretty hard.
I don't know what's going on inside of me.
I just know something's coming out, and it'll be the fury. Her poops are weird. She's making towers that are like perfectly vertical.
Okay.
Like she
so,
shits and she just lifts her butt up and it comes out, and then that's it.
Like
living wall.
Hot, 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 hot.
3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know and I'll let you go. I require change to see new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. So, you could choose to remove a card, transform a card, or upgrade a card. What transform means is that you take a card randomly from your deck, and you pull a card of the same, from the same deck at random. So, meaning like you could take, you don't know what you're getting, but you get something. You could switch out something good or bad. So,
Okay, what's the bottom one? Grow?
upgrade a card. So, remove a card, transform a card, or upgrade a card.
Upgrading a card.
Let me reread what transform specifically
Upgrade
does.
fusion.
Because it's like that. I remember that was, a crapshoot most of the time, but it could be interesting. Like, I can't remember if you choose that or... Transform. Remove a card from your deck that isn't a card, so you do get to choose. Keep it in a removed file away from your deck. Add the top card of your card rewards to your deck. It should be random. If it's a golden ticket, add the top card of your rare rewards to your deck instead, then put the golden ticket in the bottom of your cards. So you could choose the card out of your deck, and then you get a random one from your thing. So if you want to get rid of a strike, this is a time to do it.
No, I upgraded my card that gives me 4 energy. At the start of every turn.
Yeah.
I figure that for the cost of 1 power.
I'm gonna upgrade this one because I remember seeing what it does. It adds an extra
Are you
attack
thinking
to
about
it, which
you
is
thinking about getting rid of something
pretty
for
good.
another
I'm
upgrade
looking,
card?
I'm looking.
Oh, yeah, you do have a lot of strikes.
But what would
Alright.
upgrading a strike do?
You do 2
Bottom.
damage. instead of
that's
one.
it. We keep
Oh.
that separate because that's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
we'll just
it
put it
does
at the
2
bottom
damage
of your
for
rare deck or something.
2
Because that's
instead
one
of
of your
1.
starter cards.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to shuffle
And
it
that's
or
already
everything
upgraded.
else. So
Right.
you take the card of your deck.
Damage to.
I did the
Oh!
remove a card.
I thought you were
Look
transforming
at
it.
that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, because I put all my cool ones at the bottom here.
Do 2 damage, draw 2 cards. I don't know if that helps.
These 2 are already up.
Yeah, so though you can't upgrade those further. I don't know. Though you have a lot of single damage strikes that maybe you could transform into
Yeah.
something better.
Or just remove it.
Or or remove it from the deck. So that means you repeat these cards more often.
Yeah, you get the better cards coming up more.
What's wild is these ones right here.
And they're not upgraded.
I either do 2 attack or 2 defense. And I draw
What
a
about this
card.
one with the? What about this?
That's
guy?
gonna turn to 4 attack.
That might be worth it too. 4 attack and then heart,
Humble Strike?
broken heart.
Or bash.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Whirlwind upgraded fucking sucks.
Well, it just adds +1. It's X+1 instead. So it basically gets a free use out of it.
Blade Dance. It's
Theoretically,
You get
just
2 of the
not
tokens.
Play any.
do I play
energy
the
and
tokens
you'll
myself or
just
to
deal
the
one
other?
AoE damage.
You get them and you can use them
You
at
don't
any
have to use
time.
any energy.
Okay.
So it's like it's basically free attacks that you don't.
The only
have
reason
to
I know is one of my
it
cards
costs
says you
0
must
and you can
spend
use it at any
least 1
point.
energy
So
Okay.
to play it.
like if you ever get to a point where it's like if you get you know, like there are certain cards which lets you
That
like
might be
you know
cool.
you do get like I remember there's one card in there. It's like you get a bonus for the number of attacks you do in a turn.
Yeah,
Something like
I discounted it because I didn't have anything in my
But
hand
if
at
you
the
draw a card, you
time
might draw
Yeah.
something cooler than that.
that
I don't think there's any more strikes and
applies
shields
Yeah.
in that deck.
there. No. Yeah,
It's all going to be
it's like-
more like this.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
I
that's
passed up on this one earlier because
Yeah.
I didn't have anything in my hand at the time.
yeah. I mean, it's
That's
still
up
not
to
bad
you.
because it's a 0 damage.
Yeah,
0
zero
cost
Okay,
attack.
I will
so-
transform.
So she's going to transform that.
So keep that aside because it's one of the starter cards.
Okay.
And then
I'll put it
take
right
the
here with
top
the.
card of your deck, and that's what you get now. Hey, look, it's another power card,
Ooh.
and it's actually pretty good.
End of
Metallica.
turn, get a shield. You always get a shield.
So that blocks out this thing entirely.
No, you get to choose it when they do it. So you'd be able to do that if you have no shield, and then you get 1 from there. So
Yeah.
if you have no
Oh.
shield, you can automatically get 2. Which,
Yeah, that's free 2 shield at the end
Yeah.
of every turn.
yep,
So yeah, things will not hit you very well.
yeah. I mean, even if you don't block, or if you use those upgraded blocks to help somebody else,
I can
You
stack
get, like,
powers?
2 Yeah.
Mhm.
you can have as many powers out as you want. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good
And
find.
they do it every turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So at the end of every turn, you get that. And like I said, it combos with this one. So,
Because this says end of turn, and then this says once per turn.
So yeah,
Yes.
just during your turn.
Yeah. but that means that at the end of every turn, you
So
get
this
that
means
ability.
once at the end of each turn.
Yep.
Mhm.
At the end of your turn, you get a 1 shield.
And it keeps your deck shorter because you always leave it out.
Yep, that's a good point too.
That's why those powers, I like playing them. I'm noticing
Yeah.
I'm repeating mostly damage after
Well, the
that.
defect at least in the video game, like I would have decks that would use like 6 or 7 powers with him because he could do a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, move to
Okay.
the next one.
So another event.
Another event. Bonfire spirits. You happen upon a group of spirits dancing around a very large bonfire. Not very large. As you approach, they turn to you expectantly. Offer, remove a card. If it's uncommon, heal 3 HP. If it's rare, heal to full HP. Or if it's a curse, you lose HP. You don't have to do this, but
What
I'm
was
doing
it?
it.
you can remove a card, and if it's uncommon, you can heal HP. If it's a rare, heal to full HP. Or if it's a curse, lose 1 HP.
Oh, I can
grays are
remove
common?
one from my
Grays
deck?
are common, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, you can remove a card, and you just won't like any card. You won't get anything for
So
it.
I remove one card and what? And then
if it's a common, which is gray, does nothing. You just get to remove it. If it's uncommon, meaning it's blue, you get to heal 3 HP. If it's a rare card, you heal full HP. But if it's a curse, you lose 1 HP. But nobody's cursed anymore since Sean got rid of his earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove strike and then.
Yeah, I'll remove a strike.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove a basic strike too. Because, yeah, they're just not that. No, I'll keep that aside. Alright. So that's the end of that that event. So now we get one more
Monster.
fight.
So we draw 5.
We have to see what we're fighting first.
Well,
You
yeah.
always want to get into the thing.
I'm gonna play these cards and these cards. We haven't even drawn the monsters.
Yeah, you know what you're fighting yet. All right, so Sean, Nick and I are the ones that get multiples now. Oh God.
Large slime.
Beast. Suck.
Fungal beast.
Yeah, if they die, you become vulnerable. You get a green lotus and a red lotus. Or red louse. Green louse.
I got rid of all those strikes and god damn it.
They're still in there.
Where'd they go? They're over there. They're breeding. Alright. Anyways.
3, 4. What? It summons? Acid slime at the start of the next round.
Oh, yeah. When it gets down to that last one.
Yike.
Okay, so you need that to track its abilities. So 6, 4, 3, 3,
Nick, you're blue, huh?
8, and 8.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die unless something changes. Oh, thank you.
Well, we'll see what the die roll does. 3.
I don't get extra shield.
So it's
I draw 3 cards.
attacking.
Yay!
Where do you guys see
It's
it?
attacking.
That's the
everyone.
relic set. That's the,
Yeah.
the green card.
So I get to draw 3 cards because my pocket watch.
The large slime is attacking everyone.
Yes,
All right.
for 1.
It's okay, baby.
Anybody
It's
else
okay,
doing that?
baby.
Hi.
Big daddy.
Oh yeah, this one's attacking everybody for 1.
Okay, so that's 1,
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm definitely doing
You're thinking about getting your little bed out here, yeah.
Survivor.
You might do it next time I get paid.
We just need to clean the Bruce bed.
Well, yeah. Maybe the thing comes off and you can throw it in the washer. The cover.
Yeah, assuming that
Me-
Cocoa Bean didn't fucking the bed
Yeah, I'm sure she didn't, but
or like piss through the fucking material.
maybe. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll do something with that.
Gotta go through.
All right, I'm gonna spend 1 energy to do that.
2.
Okay.
2.
Combust.
Okay.
Yes. Discard
Okay.
a card.
The combust will probably help Nick.
But-
I'm gonna do 2 damage.
So is this forced?
When you play it, you get a power block right now. So yeah.
So
you
it
get
gets
that.
rid of that.
Well, you just don't. You won't get
Okay.
that one. So you get 1 for that. So
Oh, start of combat heal at HP. Think.
So I'm gonna do.
Okay.
What's the worst thing that's on that it's can hit me?
I'm gonna do.
this one could do 2 damage to you with a 3.
I'm doing 2
But so
damage
the thing
to
is
everything
this
on that
one's
row.
doing 1 damage to everybody, and this one's also doing 1 damage.
Okay,
to
so
everybody.
why don't you do yours
Oh,
first?
go on, do
Okay,
this right.
I'm doing 2 damage
that's
to all the
controlling.
louses.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so they all curl up, so they all get shield as a thing.
Oh
It's
shit,
2
that
damage.
sucks.
Oh.
2.
That does suck.
Alright, I'm gonna channel. Okay, I'm gonna evoke one of these and then re-invoke it, and then. Or no, and so that does 2 damage.
Well, I still have to do.
And then I'm gonna do. It'll do 2 damage at the end of my turn. So theoretically.
So what will happen is it does 2 damage to something,
You want
so
me to just
knock.
use 2 strikes
2
on the
off.
first louse?
What's the? I was gonna at least figure out what's the worst thing.
Well,
there.
but you, like that one, are you gonna be able to do 2 damage?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna. this is
What's
gonna
your
do
question?
2 damage,
Okay.
and then
I
that's
want
gonna
to
do
do
2
2
damage.
damage to it.
To your
So it makes
slaver?
sense to just do
No,
that.
fuck that.
To what?
So yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Well,
Nick,
okay.
what would you want me to do 2 damage to?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't because the shield is
It's
gonna.
just gonna negate
it's-
it.
Yeah, the shield will come off anyways at the end of their turn.
Is
So-
there anything about that's about to attack me?
Okay, yeah. So I haven't even looked at my stuff really.
Wait. Shield.
And then, strike.
I'll just
Strike.
use these 3,
No, this
so
card's cheaper.
deals 2 damage to this guy.
I'll
And
just
I
strike
get
my
2
sleever,
block.
I guess.
So that goes this card. Okay. Alright. Everybody done?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 damage to everybody. And it strengthens itself. 2 damage to me. Block and then eat 1. 1 damage to Nick. 1 damage to Nick. And
Okay.
these are gone. 1 damage to everybody.
Oh no.
And then 2 damage to you, and then you get a vulnerable.
Oh. Does it also do
No.
single damage to me?
Yeah, 1 damage to everybody.
It's got the AoE on it.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, what that thing is, it's basically
Yeah.
saying that 1 attack hits everybody. Okay. So then next turn we'll do 4 damage to you. Put a daze on the deck.
How about getting a coin?
It's not combat yet. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
end of round or end of turn.
Okay,
and the
okay.
combat is like
Good
when
that
you-
you clarified that. I was about
Yeah.
to give myself another HP.
Nope. Still the same combat.
1, 2, 3,
Yours at the start of combat.
5.
Yeah, Sean was about to say end of combat. I'm getting a
From
point, but
the
it's
blood
not the end
vial.
of combat. It's end of the turn. That's a 4, so it's the same shit that we just dealt with.
Blue.
I don't get 3 cards because of that.
Alright, well, the combust kills Nick's shit.
Okay,
Did you roll the dice already?
it's a 4. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2.
One spray that.
Yeah.
Four
Who needs
by
help?
that. 5
You?
damage.
Yeah, I don't have one.
I'm gonna evoke 1 orb twice. So I'm gonna do 4 damage to that row.
Unless I can-
Okay.
No, yeah, invoke it twice. I hit the whole row, and it does
Okay.
2 damage each time. So yeah,
which I cannot.
All right.
does that help?
Yeah, that helped.
And then
So I get vulnerable, but I'll be able to kill the thing now. So
oh no, I'm gonna kill it now too.
So,
Oh, don't worry about it. I
So
can
I
take
would
care of
need
it.
4
Okay, I'm gonna do
defense
2
just
more
to-
damage then to the
Or help
slime.
Annalise.
4
'cause-
defense to not get hit?
Yeah.
you're taking
Alright,
care of
shrug it
your
off.
hunger
Yeah, I
beast?
could take care of it.
What about the slime? Can the slime be killed?
4
Because it hits all of us.
No, it doesn't. Not this time.
Oh,
It's
not this
doing
time?
4 damage to just
to me.
And
Sean.
then defense.
Okay. Oh, then I'll do 2 more damage to Meeps's.
Two?
And then yeah, 2. And then
Two.
and any shields
So,
that it would have, but
I'll
it doesn't
play
look like
that,
it, so.
which hits me
One
in
shield.
block. And it does 1 damage.
So,
I'll play that.
And
I'm gonna
then
use my block
Hits
protein.
me.
Oh, and then I do 2 more damage with my.
Don't worry about that just yet, because we might be able to help you out.
Okay.
So 2 more
so
damage
we
to
don't kill the
Meeps's,
fungi beast.
I can take care of him.
and that ends that.
In
And then-
fact, he's dying right here. So if
You
he
don't
dies from
want
that,
to, do you?
I'm already vulnerable.
Oh.
I mean, plus nothing's going to be hitting me unless that thing AOE's again, which I don't think it will.
It's gonna die.
Yeah.
And then I will.
So, and then I get to scry 2, which I think they said I just get to look at the top and then draw, which I'm fine.
do
Reshuffle
pommel
this.
strike, which is damage against. What should I use it again? Probably the thing hit. Well, probably against the slime.
Pommel strike
What should I do
is-
2 damage against though?
You don't want to hit your slaver?
I don't know if I want to hit the slave or the slime.
Whatever you hit, I'll be able to kill.
Well, that prevents Meeps from taking damage if you kill it.
Yeah,
She's
but,
got enough defense to be able to weather it.
Oh.
Like Sean's probably.
You do it for
but
Sean then.
next round, the large slime is going to summon an acid slime.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we don't want that.
So, but like he'll do the attack first. So, like I said,
And I
whatever
have
you,
enough defense not to get hit by this turn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever you hit, I
So
can
I
kill.
should probably do that.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is this then. So I'll spend my freebie token to use Flying Sleeves does 1, 2 to that, and then 1 to him.
And then, do I need to draw a card with this? Is that forced?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And then I'll use my last 2 energy to enter. Yeah, but this is 3 separate attacks, so if I was actually strengthened, it would be +1 to each of those. So, and retain means that it stays in my hand until I use it.
Cool.
So, it's kind of a nice card.
Didn't you just use it though?
Yeah. That's
your
why it's in the
discard.
discard.
Okay.
Yep. But it's like, the idea is I can use that with, like, wait until I get to, in, Wrath form, and then, same thing, it gives +1 to all my attacks. So...
Alright, so let's do the damage and then
so
draw up.
he would do 4 damage to Meeves because it's 2, but she's vulnerable, which she still keeps the vulnerable because it does it, it would remove it, and then reapply it. So
yeah.
So, but then we'll be able to
Kill it.
Yeah, gang rape the fucker. Alright. 4.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Yep, that's the... Because it doesn't key off my relics.
That. And then I'm going to do recursion.
Okay, I'm just gonna beat Nick to the punch.
Oh no, well, I do 4 damage plus another 3. So that's 3 damage plus another 3, so that's 6.
Well, at the end of your turn, we haven't gotten that far
Oh,
yet.
I just finished my turn. I mean, I've okay, and add 2 more attack.
So
I mean, my cards are easy to use. I don't have to think much. It's either I do damage or I don't. And then it's really just based on how much I want to do.
So then the summons go back.
And I go back up to 4 health with my meat on the bone. That I'm going to immediately sell at the merchant.
It's end of combat!
I don't think you could sell.
Yeah.
That's the price that it costs to buy.
Right, that's what I fucking said.
Aww.
I mean, it's a freebie thing.
It is a free, yeah.
It helps you right there.
It did.
So I get 1 coin, 1 potion, and a card.
I guess I get 1 coin and a card.
I get 2 coins.
Oh, hey, this is just like Sean's thing.
Can't lose more than 1 HP this round. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I get a coin and a card. It's just the
Coin.
top card.
No, you draw,
you draw
3.
3.
I get a
Choose
bonus
which one.
coin from my
Yes, and you get a potion. Bonus coin.
Carry in a bottle. When your HP becomes 0, instead set your HP to 2 and discard.
Well, that'll keep you alive.
Yep.
I got a claw card.
Ah.
Oh, but it doesn't help me right now, unfortunately.
I'm gonna take that. Even though that's a nice one, it's like... That's the thing with this game, sometimes you're like, man, you get like a couple things that there are multiple good options. That one's just handy, because I need to have more things to enter Wrath.
Claw's kind of interesting. But
yeah, it's like...
It costs nothing. It does 1 damage, it's the only 0 cost card I have, so it does. I don't get.
It's a freebie card, so like again, it's more funny if you build to it.
Yeah.
Like if you're actually using the claw deck thing, it's like it's kind of funny.
That's a boss at the end, right?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna get and then I have scrape 2 damage if the top support card is 0. That's I guess I gotta go.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Force field I'll go with because if I get other stuff out, it'll be cheaper to play it.
Okay.
Potions! I need potions!
And then you have the option of removing a card by paying 3. Then each player draws 3 cards, and you could
buy cards.
Yeah, hold on. I want to see how this how they work on that because I can't
It's like you
remember.
could buy
I
a
think
rare
it's-
card.
Yeah, I think it's 3 from the basic deck and then 1 from the rare deck, and you could pay.
Oh, that's what the fuck.
So the potions, once you use them, they're
Fun.
the fairy in the bottle goes through the effort of saying, discard this item.
Meaning it's used automatically.
Okay.
Like, you don't have a choice on it. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Because otherwise, if you die, you're technically not allowed to use it.
What is the buy card?
Reveal.
I'm looking that up right now.
I think it's 2 for common, 3 for rare.
Right, I'm trying to figure out how many you're supposed to reveal to be able to purchase.
Removing card is once per player.
Yeah, you could spend 3 to remove.
Damn, I was about to spam that shit. Oh, I'm not like weakened anymore. Right?
No, you're not.
No.
And you get do you get a health back at the end of the battle?
I think I already did that.
Oh, okay.
Did I?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. I didn't see you do it, but I wasn't fully paying attention. If you.
That's one thing where it's like, okay, I might have to look this up because it doesn't make sense. So it says the merchant, for each player reveals the top 3 cards of their cards reward deck, which is the normal one. But then it has prices for if you get a rare card. Which, like, well, rare cards are in a different deck. They specify that throughout the entire thing. So there's no way to get 3 cards from here to get a rare card when it's a different deck.
Yeah.
So why would they give you a price for that and have it here? So what I'm thinking is maybe put 3 cards out and then 1 from the rare deck.
Okay.
Is how I would rule
3
it.
cards out.
Yeah,
1 from
so
the-
you basically reveal 3 cards, and then you could buy the cards for 2 for a gray, 3 for a blue.
So we're revealing
or-
4 cards total.
Yeah, so 3 normal ones and then a rare one.
Well, there's one golden ticket.
So you could buy that for
This golden ticket can't be added to your deck. When you reveal golden ticket, reveal a card from your rare deck. So should I just take 2 rares out?
double check that.
And then, like, this is facing up. Do I just grab this? Nick? Do I
What?
just grab this? Or do I grab one from the bottom?
Why don't you grab from the bottom?
Okay.
You want me to shuffle it for you?
So what it is that, so technically, since it's a gold banner one, you spend 6 to buy it, and it's a random rare card.
Oh, and you just get it?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I just pull it from the top, I guess.
exactly. So you'd pull it from the top. So you get to pull a rare card to add
To what I want to buy.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so how much does this cost?
that costs 6. It's a rare
ooh.
card.
Deal 4 damage AoE for each lightning orb you have.
Okay, so this relic, if you want to buy it, costs 1 less. So
Hey, Nick, what fucking, the analog horror is playing outside, dude? What the fuck is that?
That's my brother. That's Raleigh Sakers. That's the Raleigh T. Sakers rant from Sublime.
Sound like a fucking analog horror, dude.
It does, kind of. Well, here's the thing. I can spend 6 and get this, and this sounds pretty awesome when I have my other lightning ability out, too. Deal 4 damage for each lightning orb that you have. If I put out 3 lightning a lot. Right?
strength goes away at the end of the turn?
Yeah. No, strength goes away when once you attack.
I'm gonna pay 6. And I'm gonna buy Thunder Strike. There's
Strength.
no reason to
Doubles
not.
Actually,
do
no,
that.
Damage or
strength
plus
doesn't go
one's
away. I'm
damage?
sorry. Strength does not go away ever, unless it says remove strength.
Okay.
So, like, I know the Ironclad has got some cards will say like you gain a strength, and at the end of your turn you lose a strength, which means like for that turn you get like a bonus attack, like bonus damage to everything.
And then what is exhausting a card?
It never comes back into your deck for that combat. So you set it aside. It's not in your discard, but it won't come back for that until like at the end of the combat. Once you shuffle everything back, then it goes back into your deck. One and done.
Maze.
Feed you your family. You'll
strike.
Okay.
You can only do that once per. So, or wait,
Thank God I got you, but
I was to say, it's like I hope you muted that.
I muted all of it.
It's like how to get banned in 5 easy steps.
Yeah, yep. That's what, as soon as I heard the Raleigh Theodore
Yeah.
Sakers rant from the driveway, I knew what's going on.
All right,
I'm a
so
trained
now we're done
professional.
shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Can I use this potion right now, or
What's
it
it?
heals 2 HP?
I'd wait on it until you
Yeah, we're
actually
about
need
to
it.
campfire.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
So you could tell I was Unoing him, right? Or am I just like retarded in the mouth?
Okay. So campfire.
Reverse card. You have to explain what it. You might have to explain.
I
it.
missed it.
What is the campfire again?
Like he threatened to eat Maze, so I threatened to eat his dog.
Oh,
So you can either recover 3 HP or upgrade a card.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I need to recover 3.
Sorry, so we muted it because my brother, he's not necessarily the most PC.
Yeah.
drunken jackass.
Maze,
Yeah, but he means well.
Yeah, in an entertaining kind of way.
Yeah, we were all. He can get you.
He's very not PC, but he's like entertaining if you accept that.
Yeah, he'll get you to get some belly laughs out of you. Okay.
That's really good. I want to upgrade that.
He's a little loud, I know, but you like him.
we're about to go into the boss, man.
Well, like this card like got a lot better. So normal is 2 defense for 1, and I look at the top 3 cards. I get to keep or discard. Upgrade it 3 defense for 1. I can do that for the top 5 cards. Basically, I get to set up my entire next turn
Yeah.
All right.
for
okay.
an upgrade. And then I've got this, which means I can only lose. I basically lose only 1 HP for an entire round.
Oh.
So like that's probably better than considering that card is a very good defensive card that I'm upgrading, and I have this thing to
Okay.
save my ass. Plus, I could also change this dice to any other value by using my other one.
Wait, you-
So
Bruce
yeah,
probably does taste fucking
All right.
delicious.
Right? That's
And
what
then-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
that's what we're fighting.
The guardian.
So
Oh, I wanted to do. Okay.
I'm gonna move it over here just so I could actually.
Yeah,
like,
so you can read it.
Yeah.
Then I'll put the little foot there.
so 160 HP.
You.
So what he does is.
That's only double the other one.
Yeah, but he's got a. So he has 2 different modes. So first attack on this, he would basically do 2 damage to everybody, and then he gets 5 defense per player, or 5 shield per player.
Well, we're not. Gonna
We
beat
can't
him.
hit him.
Exactly. You have to plan around this thing. That's the whole thing. Is like the bosses in this, you have like very set patterns you have to play around. So what happens is like the next one. After that, he drops his defense. So you got to set up this one. He's not going to do much damage. But right here, he's going to do a fuck ton of damage because he's going to do 6 to everybody. But then as soon as he does, then
And then he goes to
so what
defense
happens
mode.
is that like if you do happen to break his shield, then he won't do this attack, and he'll just basically go to defensive mode instead of doing 6
Oh,
damage.
okay.
So there's a yeah. So there's like a specific kind of pattern you have. So once he goes into defensive mode, while he's in defensive mode, anytime you play an attack, you take 1 damage. So you can't attack him when he's in defensive mode, really. So you need to set up, for when he goes into attack mode, and then, hit him as hard as you can when he's in attack mode. Defensive mode, you basically just defend, set up, and So
So you can only attack him during the mode shift one?
no, you can attack him here because the thing is, if you don't break this 20 shield, he's going to do 6 damage to everybody. So what happens is that mode shift. If the Guardian starts his turn with no shield, meaning you did the 20 damage.
But you said that he loses it.
Let me finish this. If it doesn't attack this turn, he enters defensive mode. So what happens is, if you don't do 20 damage here, he does this, he'll still have shield left over, he'll do 6 damage to everybody, and then he'll go back to here. He keeps going back and forth on there until you break his shield. When you do that, he goes to defensive mode, and then you won't actually attack. Well, it's like, you can attack him, you'll take damage. So what you need to do is you need to basically hit him as hard as you can during this turn and this turn.
Okay.
Because once he goes into here, you're gonna be taking damage every time you attack him, and if you don't break him here, he's gonna hit you really hard. So 2 turns of doing like everything you can to do damage, then 2 turns of like kind of holding back and trying to.
If I pull out Melter, that's going to be great because it removes all shields.
Yeah.
So hopefully I draw that frequently and with gusto.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll most likely get some point to get it. Well, it's like, this fight's going to go on for a while, and hopefully you'll get lucky enough to get it on the right turn.
Yeah.
The key. All right. So as of right now, he's not doing anything. So we gotta, like, first turn you could kind of set up.
Is this active or is it selectively active?
What do you mean selectively active?
Can I tell it not to do
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is that's also not an attack. So this specifically states
It's not an
when
attack?
you play an attack, no, it's a power.
Oh.
And it says once per turn you deal damage, but there's no part of that card that's an attack.
Oh, what the fuck? Hell yeah.
So yeah,
right?
you play that one and you can do damage on here without having to worry about it. The idea is that's a counter attack thing. So, he's full of like spines, so if you hit him you're gonna like get hurt. I'm gonna spend 2 energy and get 2 block.
Okay, and then I'm gonna spend 1 more to fucking
And then I'll
always
spend
have a shield
1
on.
to deal a damage. Oh shit, I forgot to check the roll. 2, no extra card for me.
Takes the damage.
Okay.
I get a shield.
Okay, these are good.
Roll
59.
Yeah. Just needed to add a cube.
2.
So it does 1 damage to
Oh.
tame flying sleeves and discard that.
Okay, so now I'm going to do Streamline,
Hold up.
which costs me 1 less.
Who does the most damage? Got bash. Now's the time to play the potion, right? Now's the time to play the potion?
I would wait because a lot of us I'm personally not gonna. I don't have enough to do really much of anything this turn. So like the idea would be is wait until we get to a point where it's like somebody's gonna be able to do like 5 or 6 damage and you can double it.
2 damage. 2 energy.
Okay, so I do 3.
Crippling cloud.
Then I won't
So
bash.
it's
And instead I'll
a
pummel
poison and he already
Don't
had
get
one
nervous.
up.
Just
Okay.
All right.
What's
So
It takes 4 damage from
okay.
I'm going to do
when I draw.
debating if I want to defend. How much damage are you doing 2? If I
1.
defend, I take no
He's
damage.
only doing 1 because Sean hit him with a
Oh,
weakness.
okay. Then let me see. I have 2 options. I can do Streamline that does 3, or I can do Evoke and use an orb to do 4
I
damage.
wouldn't worry too much about doing damage right this
So
instant.
then, okay, because
he's
it keeps my
not shield.
orbs out.
Next turn is when you're gonna want to try to bust the shield.
Okay, so then I won't. Then I'll just do the 3 damage
Yeah.
now.
So if I don't use this, it can go back and
Yes.
okay.
It's only if you use it.
Okay.
And 4 damage from Bane.
Okay.
And then 3 more damage from me.
Okay. Everybody done?
Yes.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yes. And
So
then
does 1 damage to everybody,
end of turn, I get that. So then.
and then he gets +5 shield per player. So I gotta get the big shield tokens.
Oh, don't waste your time putting it on him. I got it.
I've got to bookkeep everything.
Okay.
Like the second we start assuming that we don't need to put tokens out,
We stop doing it.
Yeah, and then you're gonna like, wait, did we do this? Did we not do this? Wait, fucking yeah, it's
Okay.
Put it out until we remove them by normal means. Okay, so that gets removed now.
So if we remove the shield, does it actually cancel his turn and then we?
Well, what's gonna end up happening is like he will move to here instead of attacking. So yes, it would effectively.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't attack this turn.
So okay, if we do knock the shield out, he won't get an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so he moves down to there. Everybody, reset your energy.
Mm-hmm. Nearest Fat Burger from him's like 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
All right. So I got the card. So should I just resolve that first for everybody? I think I bought this thing.
Yeah, why would you?
Okay, so remove all shields from the target, and he takes 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play that to give me extra energy at the start of my next turn. So that's 1 more, and then I can do one
Go
more
slow.
Card. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's like when you.
He did the 2 damage. This just doesn't
So
matter.
he's not
That's...
hitting us, right?
No, he's gonna go. He's mode shifting, so he doesn't attack. Just Nick Nail
And
took
then,
the shield off.
and then I'm gonna hit him with 2, 3, 4, 5 more damage at the end of my turn. So yeah.
Hold that to yourself and.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's okay. Then let me do it in order.
Squall.
Just tell me the final damage of it at the very end of this,
okay.
because I'm trying to take my turn and I can't
Nick,
do that
check.
with people shouting numbers at me.
Then.
Okay.
You need claws, says chat.
Yeah, we do. Like he's the one who should be doing because.
But I only got 1. But we're not doing the long game, right?
No, yeah, claw is law.
Claw is law.
So I enter calm. It's gone. Oh,
Hey,
cut
what are you
the
doing?
fate.
Okay?
So I do 1 damage. I scry 2. I'll keep that on top. Oh wait, that's right. I have to draw a card. So I'll keep the strike. We'll keep both of them on top. The strike comes first because I want to draw that card next turn. No shit. No, that's right. He won't. Shit. Never mind. Start of next round. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. Next round.
How you doing, Squall?
Yeah, okay. Oh, whatever. I've got a means of getting half anyways, so it doesn't matter. So, I'll draw 1. So that was all my energy anyways. So... that's it for me. So, I'm retaining both of those cards. How much damage did you do, Nick?
5.
Alright. So he's at 40, 141, so he gets to 146.
And I did 2
Man,
damage.
I wish I had more of those melters on me now.
2 damage?
Yep.
Okay. And you hit him with a weakness, right? Or you
I
already
put
applied
the
it? Okay.
tokens out already.
Okay. So you said that the flexes are permanent?
Yes, unless it says comes off for any
Right, I
reason.
spend 2 flex.
So that's a power, so it actually stays out.
Okay.
So that doesn't go back into your deck. And that means you also get a shield from that. From the one thing that lets you play a power.
Right.
Yep, so you get that.
And then We'll do a strike.
Okay.
So that's gonna be what? 1, 2?
2 damage
2
because you're strengthened.
And there's combine.
Okay, so 2 more damage. Alright, and then you get another shield because you're metallicized. And then, yeah, it's his turn. So he would mode shift and immediately goes to defensive mode at the start of the next turn. So once we start our turn, he's going to automatically be in defensive mode and we'll do damage to ourselves if we attack
Can that
him.
be shielded or no?
It is. You take 1 damage, so it is shielded, but you basically would mean it's like it's eating a shield against his, attack, because he will attack still too.
Okay, so if you have a shield up though before you attack,
Right.
you can technically negate that little bit of extra damage.
Right, but it's just going to eat the shield.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just trying to make sure
Yep.
that it's not like.
Okay, so
Concern.
then
Because if I pull a really good damage card, I might want to use
1.
it anyway. Ooh,
So
I get a free
does-
shield.
This have the
deal 1 damage to any row. So you do that right now.
does that have the knock whatever?
No, that's when it says deal 1 damage. It's again. This says when you play an attack.
Okay, when
That's
okay,
not an
okay.
attack.
Right. Okay.
Oh, what was I gonna ask? So my block goes back down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to shuffle?
Yeah.
Can Squall hear us? Yeah, we're not muted.
Let's just start of the next round. So he enters.
Yep.
Okay.
He enters defensive mode now. Oh, and he takes 2 damage from poison. So I'm going to spend 2 to play study. All I get draw 2 cards, and then I'm gonna spend 1 to play Third Eye, so I get 3 block. So look at Scry 5. Up 5 cards. Let's see what I want to do with this.
At what point should I play?
What does that do again?
Oh,
Just
broken
to-
sword.
It lowers his attack.
Probably next turn. Or, well, yeah, I mean, you could do it right now. Yeah, it
It
would
wouldn't
help.
hurt.
Okay, I'll do that. He gets 2 broken swords,
Okay.
and then I
So he's actually not
exhaust
going
it.
to do any damage this turn.
Other than if we hit him, right?
Right.
Because he always counts.
Which actually, that's not bad because then you could spend the time, like you could spend your block eating up his shield.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this.
Where do I put this?
It's exhausted, so just put
Set it
like, over
outside,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, face up. That way we know you exhaust. All right, I'm gonna throw defend out. That gives me that because I'm gonna use this. That's Thunder Strike,
Burn
and I
that.
deal 4 damage for
Shrug
every
it off.
lightning orb I have. So I do 4.
Which
I do
gives me
12
2
damage.
defense, and then I draw a
Let's
card.
try that, which I'm going to
Do
see.
you have that card that amplifies people's attacks?
What?
Do you have that card that like doubles the damage? By any chance?
This is
Oh,
Play-
not on
So,
me.
Darn. Okay, because I'm doing 12 damage to him.
Play neutralize.
That's okay. Now I know
So
though
one
when you
damage
have
to
it, if
him.
I have this card and I can play it
And 1
effectively,
broken sword.
we can do like 24
I
damage
think
together.
Max is 3
There's-
on
So
that.
I do
Are you
Oh,
sure
really?
you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you get damage equal to what you? Oh, you only get 1 damage.
Yeah, max 3.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. So no, we're not. I can't. We can't add anything more, right? To my damage.
Okay.
You don't have the card.
I could.
No, she doesn't have the
No,
one that
no,
vulnerables.
because I'm doing 12 damage.
I could do this to draw a card.
And then
and
you're
then-
hoping you get it, but I don't know if it's worth. I mean, it's 24 damage, but
It's either that or I put defense on you. Which one do you want?
I don't need defense on me. So I mean, right now. So I mean, if you put it on, I won't. No, he won't do anything. So yeah. I don't.
So, maybe I'll just pommel strike.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, you'll take. Oh, you'll have to reduce 1 shield.
But he's not going to attack. Well,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
will
yeah.
attack, but he's not going to do damage.
So you can. Yeah, he's not going to do damage. So yeah, why don't you pommel strike then? Yeah.
Okay. Almost right. Moving down the block now. Or
How
should I
much
do it
damage does it do?
later? 2.
Okay.
Then I will draw.
And I do 12
I
damage.
already took that on.
And
Okay,
then this
plus
is
another
just
3.
the defend one, so
So
it's better.
15, yeah.
Well, don't again. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
just
I said I did the 12 damage, so don't say 15 on that. So yeah.
okay.
That's the reason why I want to peek. I want to get a final number from people
Okay.
because it's hard when I hear I do 12 damage. There's a total of 15 because I added 3 in, and it's like okay, so what's the final number on that?
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to track a lot of damage right now because you got 4 people on 1 health bar that I'm having to track.
Reshuffle.
But I moved down my block, right? That's fine.
Okay. So his action, he would do 2 damage to everybody, but since he's got -3 weakness, it doesn't do any damage, and then he takes 3 from the poisons, and then it moves to there. So, and then what's going to happen is he's going to do next turn. He'll do 4 damage to everybody, and he will get a strengthen token. So he basically gets more powerful as the turn goes.
Hold on. I don't think that we counted this thing.
How many attacks did you do last turn? Just 1?
It was just a 1.
Okay, so it does 1 extra damage. Okay.
Sure.
I draw 2 more cards because I'm calm. This is 3, so I actually draw
Do I have bash?
5
Do you want
cards.
it?
Jesus.
Bash.
I basically draw my entire
No.
deck.
I'm
right
not going to
now.
hit that hard this turn.
Oh, should I use? I should use it anyway.
You should use it anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Is anybody gonna hit hard?
No, because again, like he's gonna be like, if we can, we'll try to want to use that
sorry,
for the
I thought he
next
went
turn.
back into attack.
No, he's still in defensive mode, which again, it's like next turn I'll be able to do some damage to him.
Okay, so put out 2 defense.
Back there.
Puts me at 3.
Spend 1 to go 3rd eye. Scry, which keep that.
No, use
discard that.
Use
So,
recursion, so I'll lose
and then
1.
retaining
No,
those.
just... It is the damage you take from damaging him. Is it only when you use the sword?
Any attack.
Any attack.
Any attack. If it says attack on there under the picture, you take damage from that. So that's it.
Oh, so even this, when it goes off
Is that
automatically.
an attack on there?
Yeah, but this
any
isn't. This
attack.
isn't an attack. Okay.
No, that's not an attack. That's a
Okay.
skill.
I keep forgetting
Again,
about that.
it says attack on the card.
Okay.
If you played a card that has attack,
Okay.
you take a damage.
Okay. So that changes things.
Yes, that's the only thing that
Okay.
deals damage. If you play a card that says attack.
Okay, so
on
then
it.
I should definitely make sure I'm attacking when it's a skill. I should use my
A
skills.
skill is not an attack.
Okay,
Okay,
hold
so
up. Wait. When exactly does he attack me or attack?
When you play an
So it's
attack,
right?
yes.
No. Because I can get 2 defense at the end of my turn.
As soon
Is
as
he
you play the
technically
card.
attacking? Okay.
Yeah.
So
It
these
says
don't work.
when you play an attack, you take 1 damage. So as soon as
Okay.
you play it, you take the damage then.
Okay.
So if you played a block and then attacked, that's fine.
okay. So I've got my number of damage done. I'll wait, and I'll wait.
Then yeah, I'll do that. I'll play a.
4 damage.
Right.
Okay.
I'll play a defend, and then I will. It's only 1 damage per hit that I do. He only does 1 damage to me.
Yes.
Okay, and then I will do bash, which is a total of 3 damage, right? Because of the
Yes.
thing. And it weakens him if that matters. The heart
It's
one.
vulnerable. Yeah, it probably will.
And then I think this is 2 damage flat, right?
Yeah.
That's not attack suit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And then I'm gonna do I do 2 damage with this, and then 3, so that's 5 damage
Hold on
total.
1 second. Okay, and again, this actually only affects when he's attacked, not when you're evoking orbs.
Well, no, but I'm using.
Again,
Melee damage.
Attack.
Yeah.
Attack. It has to say attack on
Okay.
a card.
No,
So
my
that is-
question
that
was
is the
about
only
that.
time
So that's
it-
fine. It doesn't do that,
Right.
but I was doing 5 damage total.
Okay.
Orbs and that included.
So Sean, if you are using an attack,
It says attack,
okay, that does 4 damage then because it's an actual.
but is it doubled?
Yes, that's what I'm saying because
Okay.
it does 2,
Plus
4.
2.
Oh, so that's actually 8.
Yes.
So Sean's probably the best one to use that because
I do have one that's a melee that's an
8
attack.
damage.
No,
Does it
I do 12. I have one that does 12 if I have 3 of these out.
Isn't it an actual attack?
Yes, it is. It has the little sword and everything.
I did that, and then I get.
I grabbed it for that reason because I knew she had
Yeah.
bash.
I'll get
Shield.
Okay. All right. So now, 4 damage to everybody, minus 2 because of that.
Okay.
So 2 damage.
So.
And
zero
that's
damage.
blocked.
2.
And then he gets a strength in and enters in attack mode at the start of the next round.
Okay.
So this is the time to actually hit him. So then, oh, I already did the poison damage. Okay, so this is a turn to hit him.
Go on, try it.
No, I've been basically waiting for like
Part
one
of the
good
cards
turn.
guide
Very
me.
nice.
Well, I mean, the way this deck works now, I can basically,
Oh, now I
scry
put
up
my
a
2
lot
defense
of this deck.
pluses.
So
Oh. This is the turn to attack, as you said. So yay.
yeah. Okay, so roll is 4. Nothing on my end. Or actually, hold on.
Alright, Nick.
Gonna tweak it.
Shuffle these.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that into 3.
I'm gonna try to. Now,
What?
is it an attack that you're good with?
So,
Yes.
I'm gonna try.
Let me double check my card. It is.
I'm gonna
So
try.
I draw 4 more cards and then 3 because of the
Big
pocket
money, no
watch
whammy,
and
no whammy, no
2. I have 2 cards left in my deck after I drew everything. Because all right, so I'm
The
retaining.
scrying, right?
I've got. So I retained 2 cards, so I have 2 cards to start off my
Mhm.
hand. I draw 5. I'm in calm, so I draw 2 more, and then I use my Gambor's potion to turn that to 3, which triggers that. So I drew 10 cards plus the 2 I already had in my hand, so 12 cards with 2 left in the deck.
And I got 3 out.
Okay.
So
I'm
definitely,
gonna try.
we're gonna tag team this motherfucker.
Maybe we should do it on turn.
Well,
So it's not overwhelming
amounts of
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is we're all gonna be doing.
So
crazy
you'll do
shit.
that at the end of your turn, and then I'll start my turn. How about that?
So
I'll try.
Yeah, we'll maybe
Okay.
see if that works that way.
maybe we should do this turn by turn.
That's what we're yeah.
for this one because it sounds like we're all gonna key off. I haven't heard anything from Sean, but
I'm gonna do 2 attacks.
we'll do Sean's first. So
Unless anybody's got
the rest of us, I think, are gonna take
effects?
long involved turns. So
that would apply effects.
She does, but she
'Cause I'm-
wants me to use that effect because I'm
Yeah.
gonna double my damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just go now then.
Yeah.
So
Sean will go first, then me,
well,
then you
let's
two.
do both of my attacks.
Well, I
Once.
theoretically have the one that he wants.
That'll be a total of 5 damage.
Oh, that's right. You don't have it yet. Oh shit. Well, it makes more. I still have to wait for
I'm
you.
gonna try.
No, I know.
Attacking.
You're right. I don't know if
You
you
bet.
have it or not.
All right. So I'm gonna spend 1 to do Third Eye, which is gonna scry the rest of my deck, but also. So yeah.
You had a deck.
Yeah.
And then you
it's-
you exhausted it all. No, not exhausted it. Oh,
I'll just
on
keep those there. It's fine. I mostly did it for the 3 defense,
Mhm.
but okay. So crescendo. It exhausts itself, so it's out. But I go into Wrath, which gets me 2 extra energy because I'm exiting calm. So 2 damage. That because I'm in Wrath mode now.
Wrath.
Yep. Scry 1, but I'm not going to bother because I already know what's there. That does 6 damage. because each of those attacks is +2.
You fucking crack addict.
Then 4 damage for those. And 4 damage on, 3 damage on that, and I go back into calm stance.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay, neat.
Okay. Goes. Pommel strike, which is 3 damage, right?
Okay.
And then I
Now
draw.
keep in mind that the next attack is what causes this one. So if you're doing another attack, you might want to do the pommel strike last. Or no, I'm thinking.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking the other one.
I'm trying my best to draw.
Got it.
Oh
See,
yeah!
that's the other part of this game.
My
is
nipples are hard right
it-
now.
It's also knowing what you have in your deck. So yeah, when you get to that point, you know you're like only 3 cards deep, and you haven't seen it yet. That's when
No,
you're like,
it's pretty fucking big.
Oh.
I just.
There was a chance. There was a
Okay.
1 in 6 chance it would have come up.
yeah. So that's the thing.
Uh,
Is like sometimes though, it's like you could kind of tell where it's like, oh, I know. It's like I haven't seen that card, and there's only 2 cards left in the deck. So
Yeah. So
They
Just-
combust first. That's also
2 damage. Yep. So
And
he's
then
at 60 health.
make
right
sure
now.
you just make that your last thing you do.
I have no choice. It literally.
Oh, okay.
Bash, which is 3 total damage, and it adds that thing.
Kamehameha this motherfucker to the moon. I don't think I'll kill it, but
It's the end of
No,
my
he
turn.
He's still got 57 health.
no, but I'm gonna take about
So-
half of
It
that
will do
out.
some damage, yeah, but it's
All
not
right.
gonna.
Okay, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play Thunder Strike, so that's 12 damage plus the multiplier.
Yep, so that's 24.
24. I get to cast this for free because I have 2 powers out, so it's reduced, I believe, by each power. It costs 1 energy less, so that puts me at 1. I forgot to reduce that.
Okay, so
So
he's at
that's-
30 right now.
And then I do this to remove one of these, and I do 4 more damage plus the 2 reserve damage.
26 and then down to 24.
And then that's my turn. I can't do it.
Okay.
That's all my energy.
So so that's gone. So he takes. We'll do the poison last. So he does 2 damage minus 1, so he does 1 damage to everybody. And then now he gets the 20 shield again.
Oh.
See, that's where again it's like if you have your deck the proper size,
That's a good
you-
size.
Like you have a decent chance of having that happen. So it's like that's the problem sometimes with like in the video game. It's like you get it. And it's like you always know your turn off with it because
Mhm.
it's like well shit.
Is it the poison?
Poison is now there.
And then that goes down to here, right?
No, not at the next turn
Oh, okay.
because then it's like he'll go on to that one.
Okay,
so,
okay. All right, so I should definitely go first because I could just remove all of his shields right away, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna remove all of his shields, and he takes 2 damage.
Okay, and then stop telling me damage at that point.
Okay, yeah, just that way.
Yep.
This is all gone.
Yep. So I didn't change so 5 plus 2.
You want to shuffle this?
Hold on one
Hey,
second.
and I get to
Sweetie.
draw a card. So
And then I cast.
the number is
that.
5 for the die roll.
And then I can't play. Let me reshuffle for you.
Although he only has 10 health.
We did a good job.
What did you do that round?
He's actually got 19 health.
I did.
That's
Oh.
on
Oh. Watch as Nick tries math.
I did 35 damage. Well, we did
That's-
35
so-
damage with that attack.
Do 1 damage. Get my block.
There you go. No, I think I overdid. 24, 7, 33.
Okay, does anyone want back?
I'm not doing much damage this round. I kind of blew my load, as they say.
Okay, let's do this live. Yeah, go ahead and bash him. I want to see if I could do something crazy.
Alright, well, hold up. First, I gotta. What? Like, just use my fucking strike.
Cause I think I could do a decent amount of damage.
And I still do my in-turn damage, too. So.
Okay, so I strike.
Grey Border is starter card.
Yes.
For 2. And then I combust for an additional 2.
So,
4 damage.
4.
Okay.
And then the bash.
Which does 2.
3 because of the thing.
Oh, 3.
I think I got him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I do.
If not, I have a little extra damage on my end after everybody
Okay.
goes.
So, spend 2 to play Eruption, which gets me in a calm stance, so I get 2 more energy. 2 damage, which is 4 because it's vulnerable. So he's down to 7. And since I'm in Wrath stance now, I get +1 damage to everything. That's free. Just 1 damage, 1 block, so it's 2 damage. Cut through Fate. 2 damage. Scry 2. So, ditch that one, keep this on the top. Actually, fuck it. We're doing this live. So, putting those discarded. Excellent. Well, this is the game right here. So I'll play that one, and that does 6 damage to him, which kills him.
Nice. Yeah, because
I was about to say, it's like, you know what?
I had like no attack that round because I just used all my attack
Yeah.
in the other round. But I got to use this for the first time, so force field. It shouldn't matter.
So end of combat.
Yep. Well, like since it's at the end of the act, what would happen is at the start of the next act, everybody recovered a full HP,
Okay.
and then we would basically get these rewards. So
Well,
you get
the question
3
is,
coins.
would you want to play the next act, right?
I would
with
say
the current group.
I would say it's not,
Okay.
but it's just like just for fun. So what it is you get a boss relic, which is a whole different
Yeah, you want to
subset of
start over anyways because my deck got.
Oh, okay.
what happened.
Some of my hand got into the
Oh,
source.
yeah.
I don't even know when or how it happened.
Okay. Because yeah, you should have had like your deck is slightly bigger because you start off with more cards. Like I think all of ours are 10, but I think yours is 12.
Right, and it got
So these are
the strikes I had been
boss relic.
purposefully removing, but then there were some
The gray cards are what we would start with,
grays
right?
in the.
Or the starter cards?
The gray borders.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's not a
I
starter
had some
card.
starter cards in the bottom of.
I'm trying to
source
take 'em
deck,
out. Huh?
That's pretty.
which just should not have been
Yeah.
You can't gain potions.
Yeah. So
No,
mine is like
it's true.
I,
Not
I
like I
get
fucking used
at the
it.
start of
True.
turn I get an extra energy, but I get 2 curses.
there.
So
Gain
Wow.
3 treasures, gain a curse, use this immediately, and then discard it.
so you would basically get 3 of these. So
Pierced key. So it's you gain what?
You all got fucking cursed, huh?
yeah, I get 2 curses technically.
You gain what?
An energy. So that's like a
Okay.
generic energy because
I
it's a
see.
different thing for everybody. But that basically means I would get 4 energy a turn, but I would get 2 curses when I gain it.
When
I think Annalise got another one similar
when
to
you
where you're like,
obtain it. Okay.
yeah. So she gets like hers is that she can't get potions anymore, but she gets
What is that thing I gain? Like a buff
So you-
bag?
so you gain a
golden card?
a rare card. You look at
Okay.
the top 5 and you get 3. So what you would do is you look at the top. Look at the top 5 cards instead of 3.
Right.
So you get a pick, a pretty good pick out of your.
Use this
you would
immediately,
wanna pick.
then discard it.
Yep, and then you would get another one too. So yeah, the idea is you would also get a rare pick out of your rare
That
deck
Melter
now.
card was totally worth it, right?
5.
To get rid of the shields.
So
I didn't even know that I would have. I thought it was going to be rather useless because it's like everything only usually has 1 or 2 shields. I was like, well, I guess it just clears it off. But then to hit
good later because
to hit a
he
boss
gets-
that puts up shields like that is good. Yeah.
And then the other thing you would do is
Only
you get a
soldiers?
3 pick off your top.
Bullet time.
Jesus.
Oh, did you separate them by gray border already? Oh no.
No.
I'll do it. The gray borders are the starters.
That's a
This
power
was-
card, so it's
Jesus.
even.
So that's all the starters.
My play.
Wow.
That was my discard.
Okay, I'm gonna
The
look
Alpha
now.
and the Omega.
There's
Ooh.
also these 3.
The ones that you upgraded. Let's take a look. Let's reverse them back too. I don't know if I did that with mine. I might have to do it.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because that makes
Yeah.
it gray.
And then there was this one, which, like. So it basically resets your turn. I would probably take Omega. That's
Okay.
just funny.
Oh, did you reverse all the level up ones you had?
Oh, this is good.
Okay.
You already do
Cost
this
1
one?
power,
I
draw a
think
card,
so.
discard a card, but it procs
At the
other
start
cards.
of your turn. Well, it also just helps cycle the deck, you know. Basically,
like
anything like that with like a kind of a cantrip effect like that is pretty useful because, like, it lets you take a card that you don't
That's
need that turn for a
old.
chance of exactly. But like I said, the big thing is that it's like it takes cards that you don't necessarily need. Like, oh, this is a turn where like I need more attacks. Well, I just drew a bunch of blocks, so I'll discard one of
Okay,
those.
none of these are gray, but none of these are relic ciders, so they go in the big pile.
Yeah, that was fun.
See
I'd
how
like to
there's
do.
no- see how this
like a
one
full
has
thing?
like
mini
gold
campaign.
on
Yeah.
the banner.
Like I said,
Yeah, I'm
it's
just trying
not
to make sure that I didn't put any gold
just
in
like with the
there.
video
Okay,
game.
so
It's
these
not
are
very
all-
long. Like you
looks
basically
like
play it in
that's
like
a
an
blue one
hour or
that's
so.
Right?
Like
I
depending
think that's
on
a
how
gray
bad
one that's
it is, it's
shiny.
like
I
how
swear.
bad you can go. You can get screwed.
Is that a shrug it off a shiny blue or gold or silver? Blue or gray?
It's gonna be gray on the borders. It's like very noticeable.
Oh no, we're just wondering: is that a blue banner or a
Gray.
gray? That's a gray banner. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I already sorted hers out.
Is
so
gold ticket
she's
supposed to
good.
be in there?
Yes,
Okay.
I pulled
Yeah.
that earlier as well.
Yeah, and then obviously like
this is
any
all
of
good.
the things that got upgraded, return them to the.
So I put
original
all
side.
these.
Back in that deck, keep these separate and these separate.
But no,
because
this
these are
does
the
a
gold ones.
good job of capturing the
Yeah, this
feel
is
of
fun.
the video
What'd you
game.
think, Niche?
How much
You
is it?
enjoy it?
The video game?
Mhm.
It's $20.
I might have to get the
It's
game.
not.
huh?
Yeah, the game's not expensive. It's
Okay.
like usually it's only like I don't know,
For the video game version.
$20 usually. Like yeah, the video game's fun. Jared has played it a lot, and so has Scott. So
Yeah, that will be a card I grab anytime I play this game.
assuming you play that with, oh shit, they're working on a
I
sequel.
kind of want to play with this character. You know, I want to get better at it.
2025.
I like it.
Ooh. I have to. I'm adding that to the wish list already.
I haven't played.
Yeah, it's
some-
25 right now for the normal price.
Okay.
So
You've been playing all these farm games.
All these fucking demos.
Yeah, I've been seeing you do that.
You been seeing me do that?
You've been watching her stream.
No, like her
but yeah.
VOD.
Steam friends list status.
Oh, okay.
So
It's usually
what
a
happens
demo
too is like they have a
Of
thing
some
here
sort
where
or
like
another.
I said, how it works is you
You have
have
your ratings.
these unlocks, which they add
Good,
extra
bad,
cards
ugly.
to the card pools.
Okay.
They're
Just
more
bad,
like some of
good,
them are
good,
more
okay,
like
bad, bad,
complicated
really good.
is the reason.
This one was really
Like
good.
one of the ones that's busted for the character you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Echo Mode. It's a power card that the first attack you play gets played twice.
Do these go
each
in here?
turn. Yeah. So yeah, those go in there. So that, like I said, it's if you play that correctly, it's pretty busted.
Okay.
That's usually, like I said, like a lot of them are like that.
3 roguelikes.
The most
that I
busted
played.
card though, they have in the game here, but like they changed it up to where it's not as crazy.
Okay.
So in the video game, there was a card that was
conjunction
colorless, so
of
every character could
Names
get
in
it.
their name.
It was called
Don't
Apotheosis.
say that.
What it did is when you played it, it upgraded every single card in your deck for that battle.
Oh, for that battle.
But it's just like, it basically means that every single card is just more effective. So you played that, not only do you not have to worry about upgrading your cards ever again, but it's just like, it.
But it's just that one
completely
battle,
changed-
right?
Yeah, but the thing is, the card stays in your deck.
Oh,
So whenever you played that in your
Yeah,
deck,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, yeah. So like the idea is like you maybe like if you're unlucky, you may take 3 or 4 turns before you get that
Get it.
card. But then when you play it, it just cooks the entire deck. It's
Yeah.
just, playing with fire on
Oh,
that.
that's cheap.
Yeah, it exhausts itself, which is unfortunate. But so
This one's expensive and also fortunate.
Nick, you have
Yeah.
Discord open?
well, it's like
I can open it.
I
I'm
can
gonna
show
send you a
some
bunch of
the
pictures so I can
unlock
look at it.
cards.
Okay.
So
Okay, but I gotta get going soon.
I want to tell them about the
so it's
demos.
like this one
Tell
you'd
'em
be
about
able to
the
get
Demos.
as a free one. It's like yeah,
Okay.
but
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me see. So,
there's and like that's also pretty good.
That's wait, go back. Was that a power?
Skill.
Skill,
So you
okay.
spend 1 to redraw your hand up. Then
Yeah.
so if you keep it in your hand,
Yeah.
you play it for free.
Oh,
The
okay.
next turn you get to. Yep.
so there were 3 roguelike demos I played. This one's called Terror Cards, and I could not fucking figure it out. Because your shit
Yeah.
fucking turns into stuff, which
That's
turns
what I
into
was
stuff, which
talking
turns into
about.
stuff, and then you
Oh,
get
what's
like
this?
cows
That's
that
something
have,
that like gets
ads,
unlocked
and I don't
eventually.
know.
You'd be able to have that potentially get that.
Oh, and then do what I did before,
Hated
right?
that one.
Yeah, but you'd
But,
be able to do that every turn because
Yeah.
it's a power that stays in play.
Yeah, it's just as long as that's my first attack.
Yep.
That's
But
cool.
This one was pretty
But
nice.
it's also for skill too. So.
Well, so yeah, so if
yeah.
I'm not any attack that I do, my strongest attack.
Well,
does
it's more
double.
like that's a skill. So
one's called
you'd be able to
Rungor.
double that, which would basically max your energy out.
It has a bunch of memes and stuff.
Echo
Yeah.
form is ridiculous.
And then.
But then there's like that one, which is yeah. No, Infinite Blades is nice.
That's
like,
pretty good. Yeah.
There were a couple of times where, like, in the video game, I'd have like
I
2
was
or
fucking
3 of those
addicted
up,
to
and you
this
just
one.
get shifts.
It's like you gotta choose 3 perks and 3 disadvantages. And there's like a week in game.
Hmm.
And there's an energy bar and shit. Fucking addictive.
Gotta reset it. Doesn't do anything for me.
Nice.
First, do you play demos?
Not recently, because I've already got like so many other games I've been playing. Like I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, which has been fun, but
On my to buy
Yeah.
list when it goes on a real sale for that makes it cheap. But anyway, we gotta pack up. I gotta get going. I have to go to work. So not to
yeah.
do that. No, you take your time. It's just
No, I was just. Like,
I gotta do 4
glancing at
hours.
it. Yeah, I was just glancing at some
Anyway,
things.
thank you guys for stopping by. This was good. Maybe we'll do a campaign of this.
Yep.
This might be a fun campaign.
Well,
What do
it's
you
like
think?
you would basically be like each of the different acts is only about this long, so it's like they all have their own boards, and yeah, I mean it's like not a huge time commitment.
So definitely, yeah, because it took us longer because we started a little later and we had to learn.
Well, not
to
only
play,
that, it's
too.
like it takes a bit. Yeah, everybody has questions on it.
So,
and
yeah,
starting to learn
if you want to
characters.
play a multiplayer version of Slay the Spire,
video game, basically. Yeah.
this is a way to play with your friends.
Yep.
Because I think it's single player, right?
Yeah, it's single player, and it's like you pick one of the different characters as opposed to having all of them out at once. And, yeah.
So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys